Yes.
Well, those pictures aren't that bad. I figured you'd give with those. Now, if I took the black boxes away, those pictures would be bad.
Yes.
Just out of curiosity, at what moment in time did you think it was a good idea to stick one of those things in your ass?
I'd rather not.
And why would you let somebody take a picture of it?
As when I first got the hot tub, we were just being silly.
So you decided all of a sudden that belonged in your ass. There are many things I have in my home, and not once have I looked at them and thought, I wonder what that would look like in my ass.
It was funny at the time.
I have a George Foreman grill.
No.
I have a food processor.
It was funny at the time.
I have many, many lunch boxes, and not once did I ever think,
It's funny at the time.
I would ask, but I want to prolong the suspense.
Well, since you weren't here yesterday, you don't know what's going on.
I have no idea, but it sounds fascinating.
What you get for not following along?
Sorry, I was working.
I don't know which to show you first. JD has pictures of me on his website.
Okay.
You seen those?
No, I've not.
Well, then let me pull one of those up for you. See if it's still in the history. 6 foot blonde. What a bitch. She was. Mm-hmm. She's one of those angry older chicks that guys don't want, and she has to come up with some type of philosophy to explain why guys don't want her, instead of just the fact that nobody wants you. You're in that little bitty bin right down there where they put all the meat that's gone bad, that if they don't sell it today, they're going to get sued. That's what you are.
Yes. I'm complicated. That's why guys don't like me.
No, you're...
God.
That fact seems lost on so many women.
What's that?
What you just said.
That nobody wants them?
The other thing.
Oh, they're the C?
Yeah.
I gotta type it in. Why don't you get JD Ryan? Haven't we tried to do that? Get JDRyan.com?
Somebody else owned it. Yeah.
I even put Chris at BurtBiz on that for a while.
Yeah, I think that's why we ended up with
John David Ryan.
Yeah.
I think at one point the guy was ready to turn the site loose, and I never heard anything else about it. We were going to give it to you for your birthday last year, and it just kind of vanished. John David Ryan.com. All right, everybody off his site. Here it comes. I'd like to point out the subtle icon he puts in the middle of the page, Everett.
Difficult to miss.
Yes. Now, the first picture I put of JD on my website was a hidden link.
Okay. I think I recall that.
Yeah.
From Wednesday, right?
Right. So we'll click on where it says, click here on JD's website. These are the pictures he got from L.A.
It beckons furiously.
If you look closely in the right picture, you can see Abby staring at him from the bed.
Oh, no.
The dog is just going, what the hell?
Kind of mitigates the whole superhero effect when a chihuahua's gazing adoringly from behind.
So the rule was, you get those down by the time we get off the air, or I'm putting Joy's cans up on the internet. Because that's where all this started. Drunk boy sends me pictures of Joy's breasts.
Right.
I bring it up. He gets pissed off. She gets pissed off. So she sends me a picture of him in drag.
Right. Robert Plant.
Yes. So we put that up on the internet. JD gets L.A. to send him pictures of me running around naked in the Batman outfit.
Yes.
So I get home last night. The Batman pictures aren't down.
I would guess you have some sort of response to that.
Yes. Joy sent me a couple more pictures.
Oh, really?
Yes. Like to see them?
Yes.
Well, then you would go to my website, russmartin.com. Great big button that says, do not click here. Stay away from that.
Very subtle. Thank you.
You started it.
I know. Well,
yes,
yeah.
you started. Huh?
Yeah, I did in a way. I mean, I've got to thinking about it.
No, don't.
What?
I ain't falling for this.
I sent you the pictures of Joy, and that was wrong.
No, you will not.
I want this to stop. You will.
Yes.
I get that.
Yeah. I just want this to stop.
You're afraid I'm going to take the black boxes off. You ready, Everett?
I'm ready.
Here we go.
Oh, Lord.
Come on, let's go.
Village People Convention.
You don't even want to know. This one you might be able to guess by the way the black box runs.
Yes.
Because it's like to the left and then up towards his crack and then down over to the right and then hanging back down.
Right.
This one right here.
Yes.
If I were to give you an entire university staff at Duke, and 3 years, you guys would never figure out what the hell is under that box. Never. Not ever. And the fact that he's got himself shoved into it.
All right.
Why would you
I want this to stop. And I want it to stop now.
Can you give us a clue?
I would just...
I give.
Animal, vegetable, or mineral?
Your pictures will be down.
Gas,
When?
liquid, or solid?
Immediately. Tell Chris to take him the hell down.
Everett, I really don't even know. I don't know how... I wouldn't...
It was
Bigger than a bread basket.
It was funny at the time.
It's pretty big. I had to make sure that all of it was covered up, because if you saw any outer portion of it, you would know what it was. It's bad enough to do it, but to archive it?
Little did I know she would be.
And this one right here, the one on the left? By the way, you should get on the Stairmaster.
Fine.
I'm the one that had to cover up the thing in your tuchus.
Yeah.
I know what the rest of your ass looks like. I'd get a Stairmaster.
Very fine.
I think the smile on your face here on the right just sells the whole thing. Yeah. Ha ha.
It's like a modern day Bob Crane.
Yeah. That's what you are.
Lord.
That's exactly what it is.
Exactly.
And Bob Crane was big into turtlenecks.
Oh,
too.
yeah.
What's JD wearing today?
It's cold outside.
And you seen the size of his head.
His head was normal.
That was pretty big.
No, his was normal.
Okay. Well, then the parallel's in there.
Yes. Well, as soon as the pictures come down off your website, then...
Please take those off. And
now there's an urgency.
yes,
Why is that? Do you think...
I've admitted I was wrong to send you to send those pictures, the original ones.
Mm-hmm.
I've apologized to Joy for it.
Oh, you have?
Yes,
You look very solemn. I almost buy this. What's up?
that's it. That's it. But this is getting stupid. I want this to stop.
I'm not the one that had pictures of myself taken with me in things.
You were wearing a Batman costume. That was pretty funny.
Nothing of mine is in something else. Especially something that might interest
All right.
either
I want you to stop.
local.
I want you to stop, please.
Go ahead, Shelley.
JD, have you lost your mind?
Yes.
You don't take pictures of stuff like that.
He does.
Well, okay.
Several
It's
of
a
them.
very private picture.
Of course.
Maybe if you're married, but she's just your girlfriend. I hate to say it like that, but that's very personal.
That's why I don't share many things with many people, because I know sooner or later every relationship's going to come to an end, and whatever you shared with them, they're going to tell somebody else.
You're very smart, Russ.
Thank you.
Well, I have pictures.
Luckily, the Batman pictures, whoever that is in that shot, has a cowl on, and you can't really identify him.
Yes, you can.
No, you can't.
Clearly.
If it were to hit the internet, you'd be hard-pressed to prove that was me. I mean, like
Yes.
some of the other sites.
Maybe a box over Abby would help.
Maybe you can't. Yeah, that's right. Whoever that is, has the only chihuahua ever manufactured. That could be a stuffed animal. I don't know what the hell that is.
Oh, and somebody photoshopped one and sent it to us yesterday with Big Gay Stephen in the bed waiting for Russ's return. It's a pretty good one.
I'll take the pictures down when I get home tonight.
You can have them taken down now.
I can have a lot of things done. I'm tired.
I've said I'm sorry.
Exhausted.
I've given up. I want this to stop.
I think my blood sugar must be low.
Eat something.
Too tired.
Okay. I can't. I said I give up. I quit.
Okay. I'll take them down. Not just yet.
Good. Well,
perhaps after some Geritol.
You could have Chris take them down. Can't he?
Yes, absolutely.
Will you?
He's tired.
No, he's not.
Probably low blood sugar. Perhaps after some Geritol. You should thank me for putting the boxes up.
I should not thank you for putting them on at all. I started this. I admit it with
okay. All right. Well, if you admit it, you started it, then let it go.
Choice.
You should thank me for putting up the boxes. You better hope I don't tell anybody and I die very soon.
Will you please delete those off your computer?
I think it's unfair for you to put the boxes up, Russ.
Why?
Well, he put the boxes over my doolally.
Did he? I can't tell from here.
You can't see through the... Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, he's got my crank covered up.
Oh, okay. Well, then that is fair.
Although, if the boxes were gone off of me, all you would see is my crank. You wouldn't see my crank.
All right, I'm asking you. I have said please stop.
I haven't said anything.
You're about to.
Let me just ask you. I'll turn the mics off. I just want to ask you off the air.
Yes, clearly by the picture.
All right. Okay. I'm just curious.
Clearly.
Because if it weren't, I believe probably some federal officials might be interested in these pictures.
I don't think that makes it any better.
Yeah.
I think
it does.
Really?
Yeah.
It's pretty easy.
Okay. Yeah, I never, short of the things, in fact, all the other pictures that I have with L.A., let me think. My face isn't in any shot where there's nudity. Not once. There's one shot of us together on the bed. She's on top and I'm on the side. It's just like a headshot. Okay. You could just see it's us, but you don't see any nudity. Nothing else. I will not. Okay. No secrets, no fantasies, no desires, nothing. I will not. Okay. Because I know sooner or later they're going to turn around and that's going to end up in some local rag.
Yes. Well, this was long time. It was in the spring when I first got the tub. And we were being silly. It was very late at night.
Well, of course.
Got goofy. Now
take him down. Anyone.
Take him down.
Yes.
Take him down, please.
And you guys are just driving around. All right. Okay.
Stop.
I hit the delay. They'll come. As soon as I can get home, I'll take them down. I'd love to right now.
You can have them taken down.
Yes, I can. I have to pay extra for that.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. So tired.
Chris would take them down if you asked him to.
Yes, he would. Why is it there was no urgency to get my pictures off your web? Obviously, there's no urgency. They're still on your website. Shut up, Everett. She asked, whoever that is, she asked them all day, put on the bat outfit. Just put on the cowl and the cape and that's it. She wanted the whole outfit with just the crank sticking out.
Nobody believes you.
I don't care. Who would you believe? First of all, that ain't me.
It is.
Second of all, whoever took those,
yes,
bitched at that guy all day to put it on.
Why are you pinning your ears back?
I don't know what that guy's doing. You mean with the cowl?
Yeah.
I don't know what that, he's flying. Mm-hmm. As soon as I get home, they'll come off.
Why?
I think that's
fair. Why did it have to stay up all day?
Why did mine have to stay up all day?
Well, we stayed out late last night.
Okay.
We stayed out late.
Why are they still up now?
Oh. If you would like Chris to go to my site and take them down, we can.
I don't care what you do.
Can you take
everybody on this globe has seen them. I care not. They're there. The embarrassment is done. And it doesn't bother me.
Okay.
Because it's not me.
It's you.
Yes, Kevin?
Hey, can these guys get in trouble for legally for putting each other's pictures on the web?
I think a jury would convict either one of them for anything if they were ever brought
I
to
take
trial.
these black boxes off and they ain't even going to worry about me.
What if I put them on a billboard?
You know what I saw coming in on, thanks, Kevin. What I saw on a billboard coming in is an ad for some gay dating service. 2 shirtless guys on top of each other.
You're kidding.
No. Is that on a billboard?
No, that belongs in the back of one's magazines that you pick up.
That was on the tollway. 2 shirtless guys, one on top of the other guy. You know, like a piggyback.
That's very inappropriate, I think, for public display, isn't it?
It was,
Look at me.
Yeah, but you're not doing it on a billboard.
That's true.
Only 40, 50,000 people are seeing it now.
Thanks to you. No one's seen it before but Joy.
Well, you can thank her.
I already have.
Why did you apologize?
Because I started it. I was drunk and sent this. I don't even remember the picture I sent you. I don't even know which one it was.
Looks like it was around Valentine's Day or something like that. It's like rose petals on the floor. You do that?
I did that.
Then that's probably what it was. What's up with the rose petals?
That was, I had them leading from the door.
And you have like rope lights or something?
Yeah, red rope light and a little bear. And it was a Valentine's present.
Where's that bear now?
She has it.
Hold out somewhere.
She has it.
Hibernating?
No.
Part of it in a cave?
No. Quit. Boo-boo. No. This is a Vermont teddy bear. It's a little fireman.
Well, I'm sure they'll appreciate where he's staying now.
Not there. It's in her house. On her bed.
Okay. You know, she took a chance that I wouldn't black box the stuff that you were enjoying that evening.
Yes, she did.
And you still forgave her?
I want this to end.
I understand that.
Yes.
And you still forgave her?
Yes.
Well, there's certainly no reason for that. She took a big chance by trusting me. I'll take them down.
I'm done.
Okay. I looked at the pictures after I covered up the boxes. I went, this is damning. I'm going to have to take the boxes off for it to be damning. I hope they don't fall off somehow.
That would be not good. I've said I'm sorry. Quit.
I didn't do anything. I'll take them down. They'll come down. As soon as I get home and FTP the files, I'll take them off. I just hope between now and then something don't happen in the boxes.
I hope not either.
Good. I mean, if you take the boxes.
For our friendship, I hope not either.
I didn't do that.
You put them up, and if the boxes come off.
Perhaps they're defective.
Yes. There are some programs where those things just go away. Or they get thinner and thinner as the day goes on. Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
I got to turn this into a pay site. I could quit this job.
Yeah.
I mean, when we posted the video, what was it? Cuban's house?
Cuban's house, yeah.
One day, just while we were on the air, that video got watched 42,000 times.
Is that right?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
According to Chris at VertBiz.
Wow, break that down by the minute.
Yeah. And we just charged $1 a view.
Incredible.
There's TV shows locally that don't get that many viewers.
Oh, no.
Literally.
Yeah.
Broadcast.
Sure.
All right. Well, I'll see if I can get those pictures down.
Please.
I will.
I know you're tired. Chris at VertBiz is probably not tired. He could take them down.
Yes, he is.
And he could go on my site and take those down at the same time.
I bet he could. I don't care if mine come down anymore. If I take the black boxes off, I believe I had a pretty good one going.
I'm not taking them. I'm taking them down tonight.
Okay. Yes, Andy?
Yeah, those pictures of you in the Batman outfit, they're on Gay Stephen's website also.
Thank you, Andy. All right, what are you going to do about those?
I didn't do it.
But what are you going to do about them?
I didn't put them up. You've got to get Gay Stephen to pull them down. I didn't put them up there.
Now this thing's going to spread like a cancer. I'm taking those boxes off.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
I'm telling you. I'm asking you.
Not many people know this, but if you go to the website right now, click the RussMartin.com, click on that, and if you rub really hard on those boxes, it'll come off.
No.
Shut up. I want to see it. Blow on it. All right. You ready to go with news?
I suppose.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Just when I think I've seen the pinnacle of your deviation.
You've seen the pinnacle now.
I think I have.
One can only hope.
I'll send you,
No, you will not send any of those out.
He sent them to Everett. He can't tell anybody.
I'm an attorney. What could it hurt?
Yeah.
Don't I got to pay you or something to be attorney-client privilege?
I don't think you're giving them to me, are you?
That means you can send them.
Well, there you go.
Do not send them to anybody.
I think Everett would like to see them.
Do not send them to anybody. You want them on another computer somewhere?
Oh, okay.
For safekeeping, I'm your lawyer. I need to safeguard.
Yeah, he's right. What if something happens to me? What if something happens to me? And why does Joy have hard copies of that? Seems like if somebody took a picture of me with my ding dong in one thing and something else and my toot toot on the other side, I would have the hard copies and the whatever.
I have the originals, and that was just a copy I sent her. Just to laugh. It was funny at the time.
In case she forgot what it looked like when it went in.
No, it was just funny.
Oh, okay. I think you can catch something by doing that. I think you can.
Can we please?
I don't care how long you heat it up.
I'm asking you.
All right. Mm-hmm. One more call. We'll start news. Hi, Tony.
JD.
What?
You gotta quit drinking, man.
I know.
Was all that when you were drunk?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I've done that sober.
Especially around people with cameras.
I know. All right. Thanks, Tony. We all right, Eddie? Okay. Everything else okay around here before we get started?
I guess.
You sure?
As far as I know.
Okay.
That's made my day. Thank you. I started getting emails early this morning.
Had you pulled the pictures down? That was the offer. You had all night. In fact, I didn't even get these up until I think sometime before noon. I even checked one more time before they went up, and the Batman pictures were still there. So I gave you a grace period.
Okay, you put them up. Now take them down, please.
I will, as soon as I get home tonight.
I know you're tired.
Thank you.
Long week.
Yes, very tired. Worn out. Exhausted. Excuse me. You may want to spray that one, Everett. I had salmon last night. Start that one again, Eddie. You may want to spray that again.
Yeah.
Salmon give me the stinky.
Yes.
Thank you. All right, maybe it was the asparagus.
It smells smoked to me.
Both.
Yeah. All right, here we go. 3:37, J.D. Ryan's on Live 105.3.
Thank you, Russ. News brought to us by the Dallas Mavericks and by Miller Lite.
Watch the Mavs on CBS 11 as they take on the Spurs tomorrow night with the pregame show at 7 and tip-off at 7:30. See all the Mavs action on CBS 11. This hour of the Russ Martin Show is brought to you in part by Miller Lite.
And by the North Texas Gun Club. Tomorrow, Eddie will be out there. Russ also with Batmobile, weather permitting, 11 to 1. And once again, that is at the Big Town Exhibit Hall, Big Town Boulevard in Mesquite. It's tomorrow, 11 to 1 o'clock. Friday, November the 7th, 2003, Christopher Knight, Peter on the Brady Bunch, turns 46 today. Joni Mitchell is 60. Billy Graham, 85. Dana Plato would have been 39. Over the weekend, Jack Osborne turns 18. Tara Reid is 28. Leif Garrett, 42. Mary Hart will be 53. Recently created U.S. Covert Commando Force has been hunting America's most wanted men, Saddam Hussein and Osama bin Laden, and has come close to the deposed Iraqi leader, according to the New York Times today. Citing Pentagon and military officials, the newspaper said the commander for the U.S. forces and from the Red Sea, all the way from the Red Sea to the Indian Ocean, formed a special operations group in the last couple of months to hunt throughout the region for Saddam and the al-Qaeda leader. Police asking folks if you're going to Lower Greenville, be careful. Dallas residents met Thursday night to figure out how to curb the crime problem. Wednesday night, there were 3 armed robberies in that area.
Well, then I won't be opening a bar down there.
Well, they're working on it. Cops are going to be very, very thick there this weekend.
Are they?
Victims were a young woman leaving a bar, a resident, and a driver who had stopped at a nearby gas station. Police plan on stepping up the weekend patrols at Lower Greenville. Is it illegal voyeurism?
I found a place on the tollway.
Oh, is that right?
The old Tenaya.
I don't know what
it wasn't open that long. As you're going up into Plano.
Okay, what exit?
I think it's Park.
Okay.
Nice big building, kind of a outdoorsy game look. Like a den. You know, some guy, a hunter's den.
Gotcha.
Kind of looks like that.
A lodge.
Yeah. I thought that would kind of be cool. Plenty of room to work with.
Kind of a hangout place.
Yeah, divvy up the places, different parts of the bar. Got plenty of room to get the cars in there, stuff like that. Batmobile, the Mach 5.
Sounds great.
Yeah. I got a price on it.
You did?
Yes.
Good one?
$5 million.
That's a good one.
You serious?
Mm-hmm. Think they were ready to come down on it.
Yeah. So you going to do it?
I think they came out of 3.8. Weren't we looking at spending like 40,000?
Yeah, that's a bit over budget. You can cover the rest.
Even with enough of investors. That place is too big.
Yeah, it sounds large.
Yeah.
What about the place that we talked about that was kind of over in my neighborhood?
Turn the mics off. Was there one right there?
Yeah. Lots of parking was how you phrased it to me, and it coincidentally it's a place I've been several times.
I forget the name of it. What is it? Did I talk about this already?
You sent me an email about it, and I wrote back and said, yeah, I think that would be a good location. There's lots of parking, and...
Well, I got time Saturday after the gun show. Let's go look at it.
Okay.
Because I'll be coming back through Mesquite.
Perfect.
All right. I want to do this. I'd like to have it open by the holidays.
Yeah.
Could have a New Year's Eve party there or something like that. We're obviously not going to make it because we're already into November.
Right.
Right.
The first place ever wanted me to look at probably would have been fine.
Oh, well. There are other good places, too.
And it looks like finally the businesses and the residents in Lower Greenville are finally getting together on stuff.
Yeah.
Aren't they the ones talking about paying off-duty police officers to cruise the neighborhoods and stuff like that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there are a lot of high-dollar homes down there, so there are people down there with money and an interest in making sure that area becomes safer.
And I can't say if I was a homeowner down there, I'd be as, patient as some of these people. I came outside and somebody's whizzing in my front yard. All it takes is one time.
Mm-hmm.
You get harpooned.
Yeah, right so.
You can't park in your own, can't park in front of your own house.
It'll drive me nuts.
Yeah.
That's the only thing, or the biggest thing I hate about Lower Greenville is there's no place to park. The area's not designed for the amount of people that it attracts.
No, and there are pitfalls for the unwary. I mean, you park in the wrong place, you will get towed.
Yeah. So what about the other place we were talking about? I forget. Was there a lot of parking?
Yes.
And we could keep that where nobody else gets into our area.
Yes. I mean, without going into any more detail, that would not be a problem because most of the other businesses there are daytime-oriented businesses.
Got it. Okay. Hold on. Yeah, Randy?
Hey, boss.
Yep.
Hey, I'm in my car right now, and I can't take a look at those pictures of JD. Is that anything that the local authorities need to be concerned about? I mean, are our animals safe out here?
Oh, yeah. It's got nothing to do with,
Nothing to do with anything.
You may want to check the dumpster by his house.
Quit it.
Okay.
All right. I got nothing to say.
Stop it. Is it illegal voyeurism if you're videotaping a couple having sex in a public park? A state court in Connecticut is going to try to settle the debate. 35-year-old Robert Berwick of Greenwich has been charged with 2 counts of attempted voyeurism while taping a couple having sex in a public park.
Where were they from?
They were from Connecticut. Greenwich.
Okay. Love Greenwich.
It's my favorite of the witches.
Yes.
This guy's kind of a weirdo anyway. The cops found...
What state is that?
That is in Connecticut.
Okay.
Why?
I just wonder if that's anywhere close to Greenwich.
Greenwich? Stop it. The cops found 400 homemade voyeur sex tapes in the guy's apartment, but the question in this case is whether he's invading people's privacy if they're being intimate in public. Berwick's attorney says his client only taped what everyone else could have seen. He says if you're out there for all the world to see, it's kind of difficult to have a reasonable expectation of privacy. I'm going to smack you. One more time and unplug it. An NFL spokesman said...
Why? You think it'll fit in your ass?
An NFL spokesman said Wednesday this week no action will be taken against Rowdy, the Cowboy mascot, for being kicked out during Sunday's 21-14 win over Washington. Rowdy was ejected for being on the field. Officials asked NFL security to keep Rowdy off the field. The mascot was initially escorted off the field, and then he appeared later. He was escorted off again. Rowdy became the team's official mascot in 1996. Do you have the idea?
Of what?
I just have a cut here about the Cowboys.
Oh, okay.
Deion Sanders was on with Carson Daly last night, and they were talking about Parcells.
What cut?
6.
And what about Parcells? Is he that good to make the Cowboys go from worst to first?
He inspires.
They didn't add any extra roster. They got a little bit of help, but I mean, not a significant amount.
Just the thought process, man. Having guys believe that they could win, man. I mean, that's the main thing it is for sports. Having in life, in business, in anything, in a band. If you have guys.
No.
Just because you think you can do it doesn't mean you can.
Yeah, not second helps.
Right.
Well, I think
and sometimes when you do it, don't take pictures of it.
We're talking Dallas Cowboys here. Can you finish up the Deion Sanders?
Absolutely.
He has a good point.
Let me push the button to start it.
That's not it. It's over there.
Wrong one. Deion, the same guy, couldn't play because he stubbed his toe?
Right.
All right. I just checking.
It's the same guy.
On one accord that believe they can be the best, they'll be the best.
There we go.
Well, that's absurd.
Yes. But it sounds good.
Well, I mean, a great mental image, positive image.
Right.
That helps with getting something done. Just like, home court, what is it when you play?
Home field advantage.
Home field advantage. Obviously, that's got really nothing to do with anything. It's just a mental thing, and you got the crowd going with you. So there's something to that. But if you suck, you could be positive all you want. You're still going to get your ass creamed. See, that reminds me.
No.
I didn't say nothing.
Paris Hilton is steaming mad over a sexy, steamy video that may go public soon. The homemade video reportedly features the socialite, reality show star, and heiress to the Hilton Hotel fortune having sex with Rick Solomon, who went on to marry former Charmed actress Shannon Doherty back in 2002.
Who are the first people?
The Hilton chick?
Yeah.
Her and her sister are really hot. Paris Hilton is her name.
All right.
And
do you know her?
No, I don't know who that is.
I forget her sister's name, but they're
part of the Hilton family?
Yes, and they go to all the parties, and they're just the coolest chicks in the world right now.
All right.
Anyway, although Hilton knew the video was being made, leaking the video was horrendous and in such bad taste, according to her. The recording was made 3 years ago while Solomon and Hilton, then 19, were dating.
Yummy.
The video has reportedly been distributed to some gossip columnist by an unidentified person, and a Seattle-based porn site operator who possesses the tape told Us Weekly magazine that he plans to post it on the internet. Hilton's lawyers are threatening legal action against anyone who distributes it or fails to destroy the tape if they have it.
Hold on. How we doing, Eddie? Go ahead, Gary.
Yeah, Russ.
Oh, hi, Gary.
I have 2 questions.
How's your week so far?
It's been great.
You sound happy.
I'm excited. I have 2 questions.
All right.
One, I came up there a few weeks ago to get my tickets, and I want to know how come every time I come down there, that Everett's never there. I'm going to bust him up when I see him. I'm tired of his crap.
All right. Hey, how are the tickets? How are the seats?
They're great. I still got them. It's the 7-16.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
I'm going to bust you up, Everett. Second question.
May I address his concerns?
Well, go ahead, Everett.
First of all, Tard Man,
I'm going to bust you up, Everett.
I'm only here on Wednesdays and Fridays, and that's pretty much been the case for several years now.
Well, let me
so
tell
the
you
listener that
something.
you are should know to come up on days that I'm typically here.
Okay,
Mondays,
let me
Tuesdays,
tell you
and Thursdays.
something. Next time I
Not being
come
any
up,
of those
it'll be on
days.
Wednesday,
Hence,
Friday, I'm going to bust
Wednesdays
you up.
and secondly, what's wrong with you? Why do you have a beef with me?
Because I tell you what, man, you sit there and run your mouth and you butter up and you kiss up and you butter up and stuff. I'll tell you what.
Say butternut. That reminds me.
All right.
I'm tired of your crap.
Is this going to be all day?
No.
So shut your mouth.
Who are you talking to?
And your question is, Russ, you're coming into my yard tomorrow. You're coming into my yard from 11 to 1.
Oh, okay. You going to come out?
Bill.
You coming out?
Yeah, I'll come out there.
Okay.
You going to be there?
Yep.
You not scared to come into my yard?
No.
Well, we'll see. You're coming into my yard.
I understand.
I never win you.
I'll bring, yes.
Big thing.
He's in a mood.
Appears to be. Toby Keith's in a mood, too, about not winning anything at the CMA Awards Wednesday night, despite the fact he was up for 7 nominations. During an interview yesterday on Sean Hannity's radio show, Sean asked Toby if he'd appear at one of his future Freedom concerts that he organizes for charity.
Oh, look at that. One of the boxes came off on your pictures.
Better not have.
Psych. But say, that reminds me.
Toby said, if you'll schedule it on an awards show night, I'll do it for free. CBS scored solid ratings with the CMA Awards Wednesday night. The show was easily the most watched program during the time, which helped CBS win the ratings for that night. NBC was second, followed by ABC, Fox, WB, and UPN.
You're not going to believe this.
What?
Where do I find JD's pictures? The email that came in.
People are so stupid.
Go ahead.
The worldwide opening of The Matrix Revolutions on Wednesday was big, but probably not as big as it could have been or should have been. Opening on 18,000 plus screens simultaneously around the world, the movie grossed $43.1 million. The unofficial U.S. tally was $24.1 million, which, if it stands, would make it the third highest grossing Wednesday release. It's a huge drop from the $42.5 million that The Matrix Reloaded took in when it opened last May. And let's see, you want to hear anything from The Matrix?
Sure.
Number 4, Keanu Reeves says, you'll like this. Viewers may not have all their questions answered by The Matrix Revolutions.
That's the third one, right?
Number 4, yeah.
No, the third red.
Correct.
Got it.
These are questions that have no answers, but you can search for the answers sometimes. Or they do, but you ultimately have to come to them yourself.
I love that quote.
Play it again.
That was my favorite.
You may want to spray over it. I just floated one.
Another one?
Yeah, you may want to. I had a lot of asparagus.
When'd you start eating salmon?
We had dinner last night with Seabrook, the GM.
Yes, we did. What? Yeah, let's get off me for a minute. What's the matter with you? He's the general manager of this radio station and several others.
So? Hold on a second. I really, really, really want to address this.
Okay.
But hold on.
What?
Eddie, do we need to break?
Yes.
Oh. I didn't do anything last night.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't. Don't say it now. We'll tease.
Okay.
You do one more story. Oh, what audio am I about to play?
You want to hear the Keanu thing again? Or there's a scene from The Matrix Revolutions in which Keanu Reeves gets words of wisdom from Mary Alice, the Oracle. Cut number 5.
Everything that has a beginning has an end. I see the end coming. I see the darkness spreading. I see death. And you are all that stands in his way. Smith. Very soon, he is going to have the power to destroy this world, but I believe he won't stop there. He can't. He won't stop until there's nothing left at all.
What is he?
Range.
What?
That's what Keanu Reeves has. Range.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
Yeah, everything's Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Yeah. These are the clips that they've sent out to promote the movie.
Oh, I don't get, and I'm sure a lot of people don't get this show, but I don't get how he's gotten as far as he has because he has no range. From when he was in Speed.
Yeah.
I can't think of anything else he's been in. Speed and this.
Devil's Advocate.
Dracula?
Was he?
Yeah.
But he playing Dracula.
A really bad acting person.
How does he keep getting gigs?
I don't know. He's making money. This one's making cash. Speed made cash. Speed 2 didn't.
Well, he wasn't in Speed 2.
Devil's Advocate made a lot of money.
I don't even know that movie. Has he played anything to where the delivery doesn't take what he's doing right here?
Not really.
No. He tried to have a Romanian accent or something really strange in Dracula, and it didn't work very well.
Yeah, what did he play again?
I don't remember. A really bad guy acting poorly or something.
Go ahead.
Wrapping it up. News and information brought to us by the Firewater Grill. I will be there tonight from 9 to 11 o'clock, West Technology Boulevard in Dallas. I'm J.D. Ryan, live 105.3.
Hey, that reminds me.
Don't you even. Quit it!
Sorry.
This is Russ Martin.
Going through traffic here. Hi, Gail.
Hello.
What do you got?
Advanced Laser Center and Blockbuster.
Your cue is Blockbuster Stores.
Brought to you by Advanced Laser Clinics. For the best in laser hair removal and skin rejuvenation procedures, call Advanced Laser Clinics. 866-54-LASER. 3 Dallas locations. 866-54-LASER. Introducing the Blockbuster Game Freedom Pass. Now you can game all you want the way you want for one low monthly fee. Just $19.99. Details at participating Blockbuster stores.
In Forney, westbound Highway 80 is shut down at FM 460. And if you're traveling from Rockwall toward Greenville and Caddo Mills, eastbound 30 is shut down at 1565. In Grapevine, eastbound 114, northbound 121, a crash. In Richardson, southbound 75 at Spring Valley, 2 lanes blocked. In Carrollton, did I tell you that? Southbound 35 at Crosby Road in the HOV lane. Southbound Tollway at Wycliffe, the left lane's blocked too. This is also brought to you by Macy's. For the new that gets you noticed, head to Macy's Veterans Day sale now through Tuesday. From the latest fashions to the best for your home, you'll find it all here. Macy's, more you. I'm Gail Lightfoot on the Alternative Talk Station, Live 105.3.
All right, thank you, Gail. It's going to be kind of a little bit of a wet weekend, at least the beginning of the weekend. They say tonight 45 for the overnight low, tomorrow mid-50s, and then warming up a little bit on Sundays. It's raining, and 44 now at Live 105.3.
Hi, Todd.
Hey, how's it going? You need to talk to Everett and find out what the deal is with his handwriting analysis.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Thanks, Todd. You missed the analysis yesterday.
Oh, did you guys get the results back?
Oh, yeah. Dude.
Oh, I can't wait to hear this.
We had nothing to do with this.
No, I know you didn't.
Dan, do you still have Bart's phone number? See if he's around. See if we can get him on really quick, because I'm not going to be able to remember everything he said. All I know is we all wrote excerpts out of a book.
Right.
Same excerpt, so we all wrote exactly the same thing. We printed, we did it in cursive, sent it off to Bart, the handwriting guy, and he's doing his analysis. And I really thought we got the numbers wrong.
Okay.
Because he's reading off the page that we only identified as page 4.
Right.
And I had Eddie go back and pull everything up to make sure that everything's right. His analysis of you, unless you're hiding something, it's nowhere close.
Really?
He was really close to on the rest of us.
He said Eddie was retarded.
He didn't say retarded. He said methodical. Well, the first time he said the short bus, but then he took
Well, he changed it when he found out who it was.
Yeah.
He said slow, then he said short bus, and then he found out it was Eddie. He went, I meant he was methodical. Very slow in the way he gets things done.
Right.
You won't believe this.
Tell me.
I don't remember all of it. All I know is it was hideous.
Okay, I'll have to take your word for it.
Do you remember any of it, Eddie?
he was an arrogant a-hole that had to have complete control.
No, Bart?
He'll be home in 10 minutes so we can look at the handwriting sample again.
Oh, okay. Maybe we'll just put that on hold until Bart calls.
Okay. Fair enough.
Everybody else, he got pretty close. JD with his issues with his mom, sex drive. What else did he say about you?
Those are the two big ones. Intimacy issues. I don't like to cuddle.
Right.
Intimacy issues with women.
The way he was describing number 4, had nobody known, which nobody did, they would have guessed it was me.
Controlling, bit of an a-hole.
Maybe he thought.
Secretive.
Maybe he thought that was you. And
Well, I was number 1.
Okay.
And he got that one as well. For me.
Right.
He got me down.
Okay.
Pretty close.
Well, either I'm inscrutable even to those who've known me for years, or...
Are you overbearing when you're not here? I've
No.
seen you in court. I've never seen you jump anybody's ass.
No, I mean, what you see is pretty much what you get, I think.
Do you scream?
No, never. Have you ever heard me scream?
No, but I'm not. You and I don't have that type of relationship. Guys very seldom see the ugly side of other guys. It's chicks that know how to punch our buttons so they get to see every facet that we offer.
Yes. Do you ever scream at Valerie, even when she was having a fit?
Well, only so she could hear me.
Yeah.
Nice.
But not out of anger?
No.
Just out of necessity?
Yes.
For practice, he'd go out to the airport and scream into jet engines.
I'd take off thrust. That's a great visual. Hair blowing back.
I'm almost ready.
Well, maybe the test just isn't reliable. I mean, I can tell you this much. Like lie detector tests, they have not reached the level of reliability within the scientific community to be admissible in court. I mean, you can have a handwriting analyst come in and compare handwriting and testify as an expert with regard to whether someone has written something or not, or whether someone's forged a document.
Right.
But you can't have someone come in and testify that based on a handwriting sample, they therefore possess these qualities.
I wonder if you can also go back and adjust the way that you write, and if they could still pull the same stuff.
Well, and one thing that occurred to me when I was writing, and you mentioned it, but it was a problem for me too, is that I type so much on the computer, I almost never write in cursive, and to do so was not a fluid effort for me. I mean, I had...
Now, who's number? JD's number 3. JD's cursive really looks like an old man. See how shaky it is with all the... like the curvature of the B. There's like a few different stops trying to make that curve. Look at that.
I found it on, thanks to O'Malley, RussMartin.info.
What?
It's all the people are, the number 2s, 1, 2, 3, 4 is all listed here.
Oh, okay.
You're kidding.
Nope. You are an a-hole. You write really sloppy. You're arrogant. This is Everett. Impulsive, sarcastic, has a mean sense of humor, easily irritated, impulsive, strong sex drive, generally likes to be boss.
Doesn't that sound like me?
Yeah.
Whereas Russ is most bold person, a block printer, smart, independent, a little bit of an ego, average self-image.
I would almost flip-flop that and make that Everett. Yeah. I'm not saying you got a bad self-image.
No. I would agree with you. I mean, I would think that if we flip-flop those, they would be more like
Read me
who we
again.
are.
You were the most bold person, a block printer, smart, independent, a little bit of an ego, and average self-image.
See, I got a rotten self-image. Read Everett's again. Because all those traits that you read for Everett, all that's kind of indicative of a bad self-image.
Yes.
That's why I treat people poorly.
You don't really.
Yes, I really do.
Okay.
Well, when you do, it drives from your insecurity. I would agree with that.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. Okay. Read Everett's again.
He's an a-hole, writes really sloppy, arrogant, impulsive, sarcastic, has a mean sense of humor, easily irritated, impulsive, strong sex drive, and generally likes to be boss.
That's me.
Yeah. That's not me.
We were all shocked. That was kind of like the big thing out of the analysis.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. What was Eddie's?
Writes more like a woman than any of us, much more passive, loves structure, likes to lay things out in a certain manner, easy to get along with. This person is not going to engage in arguments all the time, handles criticism better than others. His self-esteem fluctuates a little, might not be as sharp as others, makes the joke that this one takes the short bus, no sex drive.
You got a lot of those, right? Didn't he?
Yeah.
No. I mean, other than the sex drive thing, that's about it.
You're not structured?
No. I mean, I have to email myself things to do all day long.
That's part of structure.
Well, it's just because I know I'll forget.
But the short bus thing is way off. I mean, it is
I know.
very bright.
That's why he tried to catch it later when he went. I mean, he's slow as far as getting things done. Very nice method to everything.
Kind of adjusted it as it went along.
Yeah, we bumped him on that one. Who else was left? What about yours, Johnny?
Powerful, some fear of intimacy. His cursive looks like a pot smoker as a 70-year-old pot smoker. Possibly successful, issues with women, possibly has issues with his mother. Big sex drive, loves the chase, is very enthusiastic.
And what was it with your mom?
My mom and I had issues as she grew older. She got very much withdrawn, angry at the world, and hated.
I wonder why. Because it sounds like something else I'd do. In fact, I'm in the process.
Ooh.
I'm transitional.
Well, that would explain your dynamic.
What? That I'm like his mother figure?
Yes.
I'm your mother figure.
You're not my mother figure.
Yes, I am.
That's why I hit you. I can't hit my mother.
You hit your mom?
No, of course not.
But you wanted to.
In lieu of you.
So that's what this comes down to. No. I'm your mother figure. No, what's Everett? So you're stick figure?
I don't have a figure. No, she just got real withdrawn. Never came to see. I'm the only kid out of four that had kids. Right. She never came to see them.
Really? Never came to see you?
She never saw the young... No, and I didn't even sent her a ticket one time. She was living in...
She never saw the youngest?
Never saw Jeffrey at all.
Never saw him in person?
Never. And she died shortly after he was born.
What was her explanation?
She didn't feel well. She didn't like to travel. She didn't like to fly. I'm saying sitting on the bed is the same as sitting on an airplane, except it's moving. You don't have to fly it. I even sent her an airline ticket one year for Thanksgiving, saying just get on the plane.
Yeah, you don't have to do anything. Here's a ticket. You're done.
I'll pick you up. It's no more than walking down to the store. And she wouldn't. She passed.
Really?
And it wasn't that she was mean or angry, and we don't need to get off on this, but it was just she was withdrawn. She was very angry at the world. Her life didn't turn out the way she wanted it to. She was angry at men because of my dad. And he went on to a happy life, and she didn't.
I'm your mother figure.
You're right.
You hate men?
I hate women.
Exactly.
Pissed off at life? That's not where I want to be.
This is where you want to be.
Oh, yeah.
Well, but aside from that, I mean, the dynamic is essentially the same.
Yes. That's why we get along. I'm your mother figure.
You were seeking the love and approval from Russ that you were never able to obtain from your mother.
Yes. Don't you seek my approval?
No.
Yes, you do. You love it when I approve you.
I wouldn't screw up so much if I was working.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, aside from that.
Oh.
That's a weird thing, Everett. I never would have picked that up.
Something to think about.
Oh, farting again.
You want to spray?
My mom never did
Spritz.
that.
Yeah. I may back off the broccoli.
I think you should.
I mean, what did I have last night?
You had asparagus.
Yeah.
And smoked salmon.
I don't think the salmon's what did it. Did your mama like smoked salmon?
I don't remember.
Well, I do now.
Good.
Since I'm your mama figure.
You're not my mama figure.
Yes, I am.
Quit.
It's got to be teat, Everett. But he's right. Suckle up to it.
I'm not.
I'm nurturing.
I'm not.
I'll throw some mayonnaise on it.
No, you're not nurturing. You're a lot of things. Nurturing ain't one of them.
I am nurturing.
You are not.
When
you never came to see my kids.
Exactly. I believe I was there when one of them came out of the cave.
Yeah. You were there. You were there.
Should have named it what I told you when he came out.
What?
Creature.
No.
Because that's what he's going to turn in. What he's going to turn into. Was I right?
Other than up here at the radio station, have you ever, since that day the kid was born, have you ever seen him outside of the radio station?
Yes.
When?
Wait for it. Wait. I'm thinking. One moment. Don't say anything and confuse me. Yes, I have.
When?
Second question.
So you're my mother figure. Never gone out of your way to see my kids either.
Never even been by his house.
Mm-mm.
Not unlike Mama.
Yeah. Where you live, Mid-Cities?
Yeah, Mid-Cities.
How long you lived up there?
20 years.
Huh.
The only time you ever came by my house, we were working. We were shooting the TV show and we used my house for a prop.
I was over there for other reasons.
No, you weren't. Never have.
Oh.
Never seen my kids outside of the station when you're bitching about the fact that they're here.
Okay. Then I'm ready to make it up to you. Now that I figured out that I'm your mother figure.
How are you going to make it up?
I'll start coming around. I'll hang out more. You and I will be buddy up. Buddies.
I don't want you around.
Yes.
You make me nervous.
I'm looking forward to this.
Don't come by my house.
Mama Martin, come to call.
Do not.
Yes.
I'd rather have your mother come by.
Of course you would. That way you wouldn't feel guilty about banging her.
I'm not banging your mother. You stop that.
I don't know what you're doing. You send her emails and you get her all kinds of free stuff.
Should.
You're trying to get in her drawers. Quit it. That's gross.
No, somebody should.
I send her stuff.
What do you send her?
Love thoughts.
You do not. We talked about this the other day. It was such a big deal, Everett, for him to say, I love you, John, that out in front of Brumley's house.
And you laughed at me. That's why I don't say it to anybody else, because that's exactly what I'm afraid is going to happen.
Nervous reaction. I didn't laugh, ha-ha. It was just a nervous reaction. But have you never said it to your mother, to her face, I love you, Mom, or I love you, Dad?
JD's your mother figure.
Do what?
JD's your mother figure. You've never been able to say it to your mother, so now you say to JD what you've always wanted to say to your own mom. You're each other's mothers.
And you know what I think?
I don't think I want to know.
Good call.
Say it to you.
I don't think I have.
Okay. That's fair. I didn't say it to my dad till, I remember the first time he said it to me. It floored me. I was almost 13, standing at the BI Club, Braniff International Club at DFW.
Well, of course. Was that very expensive to get in?
Well, he flew for a lot for Westinghouse.
Yes.
So he got, it was like the Admirals Club in American Airlines.
Right.
It is. It's just a place that you can go and sit away. It's a private club at the airport. Anyway, and I remember him saying it. And I was like 13, and I didn't know what to say. It was weird.
You'd laugh at him, too?
No, I didn't laugh at him. It was very awkward, though. And from then on, I love you just came out, but that was weird.
I don't think I've ever said it to my dad.
Why don't you?
I don't know. He knows that I care for him.
No, it's not. It's not that. You need to say it to his face.
He knows it.
You'll regret it someday. I'm not trying to be cute.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not. You'll regret it someday.
Okay. Well, I'll let you know.
Okay. I'll try.
I think JD has a point on that one.
What?
Well, if you don't tell him while he's alive, you'll never have a chance to tell him after he's gone. And I think you may on some level regret not having said that to your father at some point. I think all people at some point need to say that to their parents.
I'll leave him a message.
No. You have to say it to his face.
I don't want to. It makes me feel weird.
Why?
I just don't like it. I just don't.
Do you love him?
Yes.
Then say it to him.
Okay.
I mean it.
All right.
We'll do it. When?
Soon. Another 10, 12 years.
Yes, exactly. When you're standing over his grave someday.
Yes, James?
Russ, I think that Everett's analysis is just dead on.
Oh, what?
Well, his handwriting analysis. If you think about how he criticizes JD or his little comments come out sometimes, he can't help himself. He's passive-aggressive. He likes to patronize.
Nah, a lot of that's just, shut up, you're not listening. A lot of that's for the show. Everett's not that stupid in person.
Thank you.
You're welcome. He knows what I'm talking about. What are you doing, Eddie? What was your problem about last night?
You speaking to our general manager and his wife like that.
How dare you use that tone with your mother figure?
My mother would never have done that in person or in public to a superior. Now, I know you. The guy is the general manager for a bunch of radio stations in this town.
All right.
He deserves some respect.
Did I go to dinner with him?
Oh, is that the only kind of respect you think you need to show him?
I believe my time
to his wife.
His wife is hot.
I know. And
Did you sit there at the table and look at them back and forth, and could you ever, at any moment in time, really pair them together?
I don't know.
You can't. I look at her. You know, you look to the right side of the table, really hot. You look back over to the left where Dave's sitting, you're going,
one of these things is not like the other?
How?
No, what he says, Everett, is, hey, does he do it for you or do y'all use KY? He says this, swear to God, at the dinner table.
Before the food came?
Yes. How big is it?
I did not.
You did.
I asked if it was thicker or longer. I didn't say how big is it.
Same thing.
It is not.
Same thing.
How big is it means, does he really have a big one? I just wonder if it was thicker or longer. It's just all in the course. You're taking me out of context.
Not at all. This is a nice dinner in front of his wife. Say those things in the hall is bad enough. Y'all use KY? Oh, you like this too, Everett? He goes, so who are you more scared of, me or Ron Chapman? I was just like, how many cocktails had you had?
I didn't have that many. Plus we ate.
I know.
And I think that's a legitimate question.
It is. He couldn't decide, though.
Yeah. That would be a tough call.
Yeah.
Who are you more scared of?
He had different reasons for each one. It was like if he pissed off Chapman, Chapman would call New York and tell Mel Karmazin. I just get on there and bag on his ass for 2 or 3 weeks.
Right.
So he couldn't really make a call on that one.
Apples and oranges.
Yeah.
Incredible.
What? It was a lovely dinner.
It was a lovely
fun time had by all.
I know, but you're just blatantly rude to people. That is uncomfortable.
She laughed.
That was
she enjoyed it.
She didn't laugh.
Yes, she did.
It was an uncomfortable laugh. Like,
no, it wasn't.
I wish I wasn't here. Do you notice how she was the first one to start yawning as soon as the dinner was close to being finished? She wanted to get the hell out of there. Put her coat on. 10 minutes before the bill was paid. It's like, time to go. Oh,
Maybe Russ had aroused her and the blood was rushing to her.
No. We're
Thanks, Everett.
We're ordering food. Russ goes to order. He goes, He looks over. He goes, Dave, you paying? Dave goes, well, yeah, I guess. He goes, I'll have the $90 lobster. They bring a lobster out the size of his dog.
It was this big. As you walk in, you look at him and you go, that can't be a lobster tail. What was it? It's like $18 a pound?
Pound, yeah.
No kidding. How much of it did you eat?
Part of it.
Sure. They actually took a good chunk of it away.
Yeah.
At the end.
Well, if it was this big, I probably ate. I was stuffed.
$100 lobster tail. You know how you would normally get a lobster tail that would fit in your hand? Right. That's about what was left. I mean, it was enough to be somebody else's dinner.
I thought I was going to be hungry.
Well, what's wrong with ordering something off the menu?
It was $100. Then he orders the salmon on top of it.
God, you're so petty, JD. You sit there and add up everybody's bill.
Everybody had a good time. You were the only one that wasn't having a good time.
I had a great time.
Well, then be quiet then.
Just think asking about KY is inappropriate. In front of somebody's wife. Does he do it for you?
I didn't ask him if he spits on it.
My bad.
Thank you.
You're completely winning lines.
Can we break now? Good. Erase the whole segment that we just did over the past 20 minutes. Oh, there's Bart. Hold on. I'll do this really quick. Hi, Bart.
Hey, Russ.
All right. We found the analysis written down someplace. Is there any way that you could have misinterpreted Everett's handwriting?
Well, he doesn't ever write cursive, so some of that's a little off.
Okay.
There's only one exception I've ever seen of someone who is supposed to be domineering, but it's not really domineering.
Right.
And you might know him. There's a guy, there used to be a magazine called The Met there in Dallas. The Observer bought it out. But the CEO of that company had the same kind of handwriting as old domineering, but he was like nicest guy. But he was into control. He loves control. So I think that the only misinterpretation is Everett may not be an a-hole, but he does like to be in control. So I guess the question is, how does he react when he doesn't get his way?
Yeah, how do you do that?
Well, what would you say?
I would say you resort to sarcasm and clever thinking and manipulation.
Now, when you say not get your way, you're talking about in a relationship or just normal everyday life?
Well, relationship and business. I mean, entrepreneurs that are controlling usually get their way because they're their own boss.
Well, I mean, clearly I can be sarcastic at times.
Right. Read Everett's thing again. Did you keep it up?
Yep.
All right. Hold on, Bart. Do you have it in front of you, Bart?
I have it in front of me.
All right, go ahead. Rattle off Everett's again. That was number 4.
A little bit arrogant means he doesn't like to be wrong. A little bit domineering, which means he likes to be in charge, be in control.
I don't remember these a little bit before the analysis.
Yes.
Okay.
Are you adding those now? Yes, quit.
He wasn't there to defend himself.
I don't make any difference. You're the one doing the analysis. Don't go back and mitigate the damages.
And I'm not defending anything. I mean, you may be dead on. I'm just trying to analyze what you say and take in everybody else's perception of me and try to arrive at an answer.
Yes.
Impulsive, which means your emotions are ahead of logic, so you let your heart run.
Is that
a little bit mean-spirited. So you got the
Hmm.
sarcasm, and then you got this domineering. So I think your sarcasm can be a little bit vicious occasionally.
I would agree with that.
And funny. Don't forget clever, because you're intelligent, too. And you're a little more sensitive to public opinion than you'll admit, which means you really do care whether they like you or not.
Oh, sure. I mean, I think that's on.
I don't get the a-hole thing, though.
The a-hole is really a combination of sarcasm and need to be in charge.
I think to the extent that I have, and this is my own idea, but to the extent that I possess those qualities, I generally use them in my work. You know, when I'm in court, I think those qualities that you mentioned can at times be beneficial if used in the proper context. But
yeah, I think being in control is a great quality. A lot of CEOs, a lot of people.
Good, then you guys don't mind if I take a break.
This is Russ Martin. Live 105.3. The 2003 Russ Martin Show Police, Fire, and Military Parade posters and DVDs are on sale now at russmartin.com.
All right, you ready for news? Sure. And I still got this eye twitch thing going on.
Has it not gone away?
No.
When did that start?
2 or 3 weeks ago.
2 or 3 weeks ago?
Yes.
Your eye's been twitching continuously for 2 or 3 weeks?
No, it's on and off.
Wow.
Is it mostly when you're up here? Maybe it could be just stress. I don't know.
Maybe you're developing a nervous condition.
Don't help.
It's a tumor.
It's not a tumor.
It is.
No, it's not.
It could be a vitamin deficiency.
Why?
Well, I've heard that can cause twitches.
I got a new pair of glasses about 3 weeks ago.
Maybe that's it. You seeing okay out of them?
Yeah. They pulled the prescription off my other glasses.
But that's when it started?
Seems like. Comes and goes.
Like I said, any certain time of the day, morning, while you're up here.
I don't know.
Nighttime.
What's more likely to be a tumor?
None of them are going to be a tumor.
Which eye is it?
This one.
Oh.
It's his left eye.
Shut up, Everett. I wonder if I should go to a ichthyologist.
No, you should probably go to a massage. What?
An eye doctor?
Ophthalmologist?
What did I say?
Ichthyologist.
What do they do?
I think they study plants or something. It certainly has nothing to do with the eyes.
I think it's fish.
Oh, okay. Something other than eyes.
Okay.
Either an ophthalmologist or a massage therapist. You've never
They got an aquarium?
No.
All right.
They might.
All right. I've never what?
Had a massage, a really good deep tissue massage.
I don't want one of those. I've heard those deep tissue massages, like a athletic massage.
Right.
Those hurt.
Well, they do. They hurt so good.
Yes.
Have you had one ever?
Oh, man.
I mean, they actually get in and dig in the tissue of the muscle, right?
It's great.
I don't want that.
No, you'll love it. I'm telling you, you have one and you'll...
But it hurts.
It doesn't hurt in the way that breaking a bone or cutting your arm hurts. It hurts in a good sort of way. Just hurts so good, just like Jimmy said.
Anybody get in your shoulders and dig and it kind of hurts. But
I don't like that. I thought a massage was to relax.
You can do that also.
Well,
I don't associate pain and relaxation.
Well, they actually are very closely related. They dig when they dig in those muscles, and then it hurts then, but then after they quit, it feels wonderful.
You sound strangely like the Marquis de Sade.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you a car?
No. I'm not.
Not a Grand Marquis.
Oh. My mistake. Like how bad? Because I don't want to get in the middle of one of these and tell whoever's doing it to stop.
You won't run screaming from the room, I assure you. I mean, it hurts a little bit.
Show me right here.
I'm going to adjust for you.
Like how hard?
Come here. Turn around.
Yeah.
Like they'll find a muscle, a sore spot, and they'll just push down on it.
You said
I barely touched you.
Is that really what they do?
Yeah, they're pressure points.
I don't want none of that.
You have. Well, then you can just get a regular light massage. They'll do whatever.
Yeah, those aren't as good though.
Really?
And I mean, if they're doing something that's just
what is it? What's the benefits afterwards?
Well, I think the principle involved with deep tissue massage is that it releases toxins. That are in your body.
And how you feel how later?
Well,
short of the fact that they've stopped.
Initially, yeah, you feel better because of that. And
that's what I'm saying. Other than that.
Well, but then my masseuse always tells me to drink a lot of water to help wash the toxins
to flush all the crap out. And do you feel more athletic? Do you feel like you got more energy? What do you got?
More relaxed. You sleep better. You digest better. Everything just works better.
What's it cost?
Anywhere from $60 to $90 an hour.
An hour?
Mm-hmm.
I don't make that.
You do. Oh. Make that much in a minute.
Bop, bop.
Sorry.
Well, you don't have to pay them for hours and hours on end, just for 1 hour.
Oh.
And you probably get it for free. Or get somebody up here.
Can you get a chick to do it?
Absolutely. Wouldn't dream of doing otherwise.
Well, I just figured a guy could do a better job because they got stronger hands, but I don't want some guy poking on me.
The guy I go to is a guy, obviously. Yeah. He's a reflexologist and a physiotherapist, though. Right. He has degrees on the wall.
Well, good for him.
But he's really, really good.
Yeah, I've never heard anyone have one that disliked it and didn't want another one.
You ever had one, Eddie? Just a regular one? You like that?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, Lonnie?
Yo, dog.
Yep.
Ain't nothing wrong with you. You just got too much caffeine in your system.
That could be true.
It's straight up true. I had it happen to me. I'm 5'0", dog. I wouldn't lie to you. I'm going to set you straight.
All right. That means he's a cop.
Oh, I got you.
That's it. Yeah, go ahead and school them in the background because they don't know what's up.
No, I'm with you.
Come on. You're all right, man.
I'll back off.
At you for a while.
I'll back off the black then.
You gonna back up? Don't back off the black, dog. Once you go black, you never go back.
I'm not talking about the people. I'm talking about the coffee.
Oh, damn. You know what my grandmama said? Coffee make you black.
What will?
My grandmama said coffee make you black. Is that true?
Hang on, I'm thinking of a punchline.
No, I'm straight up. Think it.
Oh. All right, I gotta go.
You drink the Diet 7-Up mostly.
I Diet 7-Up, Diet Sunkissed, but I have 2 or 3 cups of coffee in the morning. My oatmeal, my eggs.
Do you have, does this twitch in the morning?
I don't think so.
Are you drinking more coffee than you usually do?
Maybe.
Maybe that's it.
Okay. I'm not backing off the caffeine. Last time I did that, I'd start taking naps.
Maybe you could just wean yourself off a little bit.
Possibly. I'll do that.
I tried a massage. I really would.
Okay, fine. Let me do this, and then we'll start news. Yeah, Anna?
Hi.
Yes.
I would love to give you a massage, Russ.
Stop the timer. When can you come up?
I can't come today. How about Monday? Is Monday good for you?
Monday. I work out on Mondays. I have to be Tuesday.
Okay.
Are you pretty?
Actually, no, I can't too. I'm sorry. Am I what?
Are you pretty?
I'm gorgeous.
Do you have a website?
No, I don't.
Do you have a picture?
You can't check me out until you see me.
Well, I can't take that chance.
You won't be disappointed.
I bet I will. I had some chick send me a picture yesterday. I'm your soulmate. Here's my picture. This is one of the first pictures I actually scrolled down to look at, and I jumped.
I'm not trying to be your soulmate. I'm trying to be your massage therapist.
Well, but still, I can't have no ugly chick rubbing on me.
All right, then you're lost.
Okay, good. I sent you guys that picture, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
Bad. I can't even, I don't know what. Wanted to meet me someplace.
If you're disappointed, you can walk out.
Or run.
We didn't have to wait that. You didn't have to wait that long. Scroll down.
Did you guys do it just like I told you?
I did.
When you look at the picture, scroll down really slow so you don't enjoy it too quickly.
Yes. You see the hair, and you go, well, that's hair.
I have got to start a portion of my website just to put up pictures of chicks that send pictures that come in from chicks that want to go out.
Oh, yeah.
You wouldn't believe some of the examples of humanity that come across my email. Quite sad.
Yes.
All right. Massage therapist, and I'm going to talk to her. Eye twitches. Anybody on the phone saying it's cancer? Tumor? All right. Yeah, Jennifer?
There's nothing wrong with your eye, Russ.
Well, what does that?
It's just a neuromuscular thing. It can come and go. Usually it lasts about 2 to 4 weeks. It'll go away. Might come back 2 years later. It happens to everybody. No big deal.
Okay. All right.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Good. Once again, I'm a cancer survivor.
No, you're not. You never had it. No.
Didn't even lose my hair. No. Did you see it? Did you see it wiggle just then?
I've seen it twitch a couple times.
It's weird.
No, I've had it. Everyone's had that.
Yeah.
All right, fine.
It's very irritating.
Okay, you ready to go?
Yes.
All right. 4:45. J.D. Ryan's on Live 105.3.
Thank you, Russ. Brought to us by Crown Royal.
Crown Royal, blended Canadian whiskey, imported by the Crown Royal Company, Stamford, Connecticut. 40% alcohol by volume. Enjoy our quality responsibly, but don't drink if you're under 21.
And by the Firewater Grill, where I will be tonight. Come out, used to be Sam's Boat, is now the Firewater Grill on West Technology Boulevard in Dallas. I'll be there 9 to 11 o'clock. Areas north of Dallas have seen a booming business for years. On Wednesday this week, a small suburb south of downtown joined one of the biggest companies in North Texas in what they hope will be a profitable partnership. The town is Cedar Hill. The corporation, J.C. Penney Company, Penney's first store in decades, built outside of a shopping mall.
Is that why you asked me about my land in Cedar Hill?
Yeah.
All of a sudden, somebody's got an interest on land in Cedar Hill.
Really?
I'm trying to help you unload that crabby land.
All of a sudden. After how long you've owned it, Russ?
He's done a lot for me. I just now have the money.
What's the date on that story? Because the email came in early yesterday. Let me see it. What was yesterday?
Yesterday was the 6th, yeah.
Wednesday, November 5th. Go ahead.
You want to sell me your land?
You can have it for what I'm asking for it. Not what I paid for it.
Oh, that's not fair.
That place, that area is booming. It's a hell of a deal. Nice acre overlooking Joe Pool.
I know it is.
Perfect place to retire. You see my just do it again?
Yeah, I know.
You see it, Everett?
Yeah.
It's freaky, isn't it?
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Sell me that land. Get that off your hands. Sell it quick. There's no mall in Cedar Hill, but the growth in this corner of southern Dallas County continues to explode. The Penney's store joins a Super Target in Circuit City, which opened last month. Cedar Hill's investments in roads and infrastructure is paying off. Please. You're not going to do anything with it.
I know. That's why I got it for sale. Gated community.
How much?
You me write it down?
Yeah. Or just write down both numbers, what you paid and then what you would sell it to me for.
Mm-hmm. Top is what I paid. The bottom is what it's on the market for.
Okay. You would do that to me?
Both sides. It's an acre of land, and nobody can build behind it because it's on a cliff.
I know, but you're going to make that much money in less than a year. Profit on your buddy.
You were trying to profit off him a minute ago when he didn't know anything about the big Cedar Creek deal.
As the big Cedar Hill thing is a piece of land out there. I'm looking at that area.
Yeah.
How amazing.
Oh, it's just a nice area. It's out there by the lake. You know I like the lake.
Are you really interested in it?
Yes.
Hang on.
Dump it now.
I'll come down to that.
Okay. I could probably do that.
You can have any money left for a house?
No.
Okay.
I'm going to hang on to the land.
Of course, when the mall gets built. Nice going. Go ahead.
While many Americans are tightening their belts and bracing for hard economic times, the rich are still spending, according to a poll of 4,000 affluent households by the Institute for Luxury Home Marketing. Only 36% of the richest folks in America are trying to spend less money right now. The survey finds in the last year, 84% have thrown at least $1,000 at high-tech electronics for their homes, while 70% have bought a piece of jewelry that costs more than $1,000. 81% have indulged themselves with a painting or oriental carpet or antique priced above $1,000. 65% have splurged on overseas vacations. 55% have spent thousands to buy either a case of wine or champagne, and 50% have bought garden tools that exceeded $1,000 in cost.
The hell kind of garden tool costs more than $1,000?
Corn auger.
Oh, all right. I never would have thought of that.
You got all kinds of stuff you don't
I don't
use.
have anything that costs more than $1,000. Not for my yard.
No.
No, that's pretty high. Maybe a really nice riding lawnmower or something.
Be about the only thing, wouldn't it?
I think it comes to mind.
What, Eddie?
A tiller?
Yeah.
A good tiller?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay. Another new research project. 82% of workers are worthless at their jobs. Only 18%.
Where they do the survey?
Fewer than 1 in 5 don't. Workers in any field have a reasonable or good level of understanding of their jobs that they're paid to do.
What part-time they do that survey?
All over town.
Okay.
And according to the people who did the study...
Read the first part again. Read the first line.
82% of workers are worthless at their jobs.
Staying out over time.
According to the people that did the survey, those of us who think we totally know what we're doing in our jobs are the most dangerous. They say 45% of us are incompetent and harmless rather. The other 37% are incompetent and cocky about it. And they're the ones who are going to be careless with big important projects that can get the company in a lot of trouble. Experts say that your coworkers are much more likely to know how worthless you are, but lucky for you, they won't go to the boss unless they have a personal axe to grind.
Very interesting.
Mm-hmm. Stomach stapling is risky. About 1% chance you'll die each time somebody gets that. 38-year-old Anne Marie.
Isn't that what Benjamin Dover has?
Yes.
Good.
What do you mean good? He had it, and it was very successful.
I'm still ticked at him.
I don't know.
Have you heard from him? Did you talk to him? Did you talk to him?
No, he emailed me.
What does he want?
He just wants to know. He admits what he did was wrong.
Okay.
Took a personal thing out on the air. And he's apologized.
And what happens if I got to go back and deal? I don't even know if they advertise. I'll give you the synopsis.
I said that to him.
Yesterday, Dover's on.
All right.
We're giving him a hard time. He calls up. He's pissed off. He was talking about rebates. He was on Channel 8 yesterday morning talking about rebates. So that came up in conversation. Well, he's mad at a particular electronics store and a manufacturer.
I see.
So he uses this show to jump on both of them.
Oh.
Not knowing, first of all, neither one of them advertised, but that's not the issue. That's my call.
Right.
How would he like it if I went? And you know damn well he doesn't do it when he's on Channel 8, and he doesn't do it in his column in the Dallas Morning News, because he knows the ramifications. So he does that. He decides he's going to chew both of them. Luckily, nobody said I didn't have to deal with the issue. But that's not the point. He had no idea where that was going to go.
Right. And no way to know if they were, in fact, sponsors or not.
Right.
I said that to him in the email.
Okay. Well, he knows better. How long has he been in radio?
He's long time.
Okay.
Long enough to know better, and he's apologized.
Okay, well, he's apologized, but that doesn't undo the potential damage. You know how people misconstrue things.
I told him that.
And I'm the one that gets to deal with that. When Siebert would come up and go, hey, did you say something about this particular company? No. Here's what happened. Then I got to go through the whole long story and probably pull an excerpt out of the show just to shut everybody up. That's a lot of extra grief that I don't need.
He knows that, and he's apologized.
Well, good for him. Are you talking to him?
I haven't spoken to him. But he's a friend of many, many years.
Fine. Well, keep him as a friend.
And what is that going to do to our friendship?
Yours and mine?
Yes.
I haven't decided yet.
You've deleted him from the show forever?
Yes.
Russ.
Everett?
He's deleted. He's deleted.
What would you do, Everett?
About who?
Turn your back on a friend. Oh, God, about who? Anyway, 38-year-old Anne-Marie Simonelli of Boston died last month at Brigham and Women's Hospital when a staple gun misfired. The hospital, which performs about 100 to 200 stomach staplings a year, has put a stop to the operation until they investigate. A wristwatch telephone may finally become a reality. In fact, a prototype created in Japan is even better than anything Dick Tracy ever had. It allows you to talk into your wrist and listen with your finger. The sound of the person on the other end of the line is converted in vibrations which travel through your bones and are picked up in your eardrum when you put your finger in your ear.
Hey, that's weird. Lily Tomlin had a wrist phone. You start. Know what she did?
Yeah. Then you start or end a call by simply touching your thumb and finger together, and all the dialing is done with voice recognition. No keys. No word on when this thing will be on the market.
So it uses your thumb as the receiver and your pinky as the transmitter.
Right.
I don't think I'd like that.
Why?
You look like an idiot.
Yeah, I walking around with your finger in your ear. Yeah, babe.
The people across the room will go, "What are you trying to tell me? Is it a phone for me?" Hold on. Yeah, Ronnie?
Russ, I can't take it no more. What is that scrolling out of JD's ass there?
Don't worry about it, Ronnie.
Ronnie, why don't you guess?
No.
It's tough to guess. I mean, I want to picture a sausage casing or something, but I don't have a clue. It's an odd-shaped box.
I had to do that just to cover up everything.
That's what's piqued my curiosity. Is it alive?
No.
According to JD, it's not. Nor was it when he got it.
Stop it. Stop now. I mean it. Former wife of Eminem is now a wanted woman. Kim Mathers failed to appear for a preliminary hearing yesterday in Warren District Court to face possible charges in connection with a drug raid at a local hotel. She's now a fugitive and has 2 bench warrants. They've been issued for her. Mathers' attorney said her and her family have not seen or heard from her since last Thursday.
Make that the last one. We got a break.
Okay, there's news and information. I'm J.D. Ryan, live 105.3.
This is Russ Martin.
Traffic here. Hi, Gail.
Hi, Russ.
What do you got?
Blockbuster, KTXA TV.
All right, your out cue is UPN 21.
Introducing the Blockbuster Game Freedom Pass. Now you can game all you want the way you want for one low monthly fee, just $19.99. Details at participating Blockbuster stores. Win $1,000 in cash instantly from UPN 21. Just watch The King of Queens all this week at 5 p.m. Just watch, dial, and win all this week at 5 p.m. only on UPN 21.
In Sunnyvale, you've got a roadway shut down. Westbound Highway 80 at Lawson Drive. On the eastbound side, only one lane is open, and traffic is backed up forever in both directions. Still in Caddo Mills, eastbound 30 shut down at 1565. In Carrollton, a couple of wrecks. Southbound 35 at Whitlock, there's a wreck blocking two lanes, the right lanes, and also southbound 35 before the George Bush Turnpike. On southbound Central at Ross, downtown, a crash. And in Plano, northbound Dallas Tollway at Park Boulevard. That's some of it. And this look at it also brought to you by Blockbuster. Bad weather days make for great movie nights. Head to Blockbuster and check out all the hot new DVDs and video games. Make it a Blockbuster night. I'm Gail Lightfoot on the Alternative Talk Station, Live 105.3.
More storms tonight, 42 for the overnight low. Only be 50 tomorrow with some rain at least in the morning and maybe clearing out for Sunday. It's 44 and raining now at Live 105.3.
Mm-hmm. Is that Mr. Asner on the hotline? Yay. Hi, Eddie. He ain't listening. Hello?
There's something bleeding through.
Hang on. Let me see what that is. I think I got it. Mr. Asner?
Hey.
How are you?
Good, and you?
I'm dandy.
Good.
How are things in California?
I'm in New York.
Whatever. It's always the hardest man on the planet to talk to.
Why do you say that?
Because you're a hard man to talk to. You're spunky. I hate spunk.
That's true. And I only like to talk to people who can give me spunk for spunk.
I understand. You know what? When I saw the trailers for Elf, I really thought this movie's going to stink. It's going to come and go. Every review I've seen, even I think it was on MSNBC today, that said it's already called it a classic.
Yeah, well, that's why you're a failure.
Damn. I smell the best up segment coming on. Why is this? Because it looks like one of those typical fish out of water movies, and you just expect all the standard shtick. Why is this Will Ferrell guy going to make this one different?
Well, because he's a genuine artist. He's very, very talented. He doesn't do the expected thing. Plus the fact this movie is lovely, warm, in this day of horrible unreality, inhumanity, it reintroduces the warmth of family, of children, of Christmas.
Does it really? Or are you hosing me?
Well,
I never can trust him because I never know when he's going to smack me.
Yeah.
Huh?
I said I never can trust you because I don't know when you're going to smack me when I'm not paying attention.
Well,
that's why I'm a failure.
Smack you even when you're paying attention. I think I get it over.
Yeah. What are you doing in New York?
Well, I was here for the premiere of Elf and then the 75th CBS anniversary, and then I'm doing a reading of a new play, an anti-war play. You wouldn't be familiar with those kind of things.
Of course not. You were in the service, though, weren't you?
Yeah.
How long were you in the Army?
2 years.
Where did you were in France?
No, I fought the Koreans in France, yeah.
That's why I'm a failure. What did you do in the service? Other than kill the French?
Ostensibly was in the Signal Corps. But what I did was every day I typed up the training schedule. And I figured out a way that I could type it up instead of, 2 pages. I found a way to use dittos. And I made it a half page, but the warrant officer thought that didn't look good.
No.
So he made me extend it to 2 pages.
Of course. That's a military way.
Yeah. But I managed the basketball team on my own, and that basketball team went on to take, I think it was either, second place in the Army in Europe.
When did you play football? Because on the Mary Tyler Moore Show, I'd always see that picture of you in the football outfit.
That was strictly high school.
Okay.
Wyandotte High in Kansas City, Kansas.
Is that where you grew up?
Yeah.
What'd your daddy do for a living?
He was a junk dealer.
Was he really?
Yeah. Junk in the old sense, not in the new sense.
Sanford?
I don't know. I don't know if he sold Chinese boats. I'm waiting to find out.
No, junk. Referring to dope. I'm familiar with.
You say what?
Junk in the old sense, not in the new sense, which you're familiar with.
Curiosities.
Antiques? Antiquities?
No, scrap iron.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I'm just curious.
Mm-hmm.
What was your very first car?
My very first car?
Yeah.
I think it was a DeSoto.
Was it a new one?
No.
Well, I don't know.
No, of course not. Oh, it was a piece of crap. And I was a terrible driver at the time. Not like the road hazard I am now.
Right.
And it's just a good thing I didn't meet any blind man in the middle of the road.
Yeah. What's the plot of this movie? In case we forget to get to it.
Well, Will Ferrell is an orphan baby who crawls into Santa's sack and is taken back to the North Pole. And he grows into a 6'4" elf. And he's the most inept elf in the world. But Bob Newhart is his foster father. And then he realizes eventually that he's a human and he wants to go back and find his real father.
And that's James Caan.
Yeah.
Okay. And you play Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Obviously not the first time you've done that.
No.
This one seems like a more caustic, a-hole-ish Santa Claus.
What was that last word?
Caustic?
Caustic.
Yes.
Well, kind of caustic, yeah. Yep.
What were we going to say, John?
Nothing.
You look like you're reading something.
I'm just looking at a review. You guys shot this in New York City last Christmas, right?
I got what?
Didn't you shoot this in New York City like last?
No, they did. They shot in New York City last, I guess the first of this year, and then we finished it up in Vancouver and L.A.
Okay.
You ever worked with Bob Newhart before?
No, I hadn't. We were on the same lot. He was doing the Bob Newhart show, and I was doing Mary Tyler Moore, and we used to see each other. We'd kiss occasionally.
Good. It's very erotic.
Mm-hmm.
Tongue?
Tongue?
Well, sure.
Okay. Your 70s TV icons would have to do that.
Yeah, well, it doesn't mean much to us.
Hollywood ties.
Yeah.
Well, my years in France taught me how to.
I got it.
We used to trade freedom kisses.
Okay, all right. You might want to tell him we're actually on right now.
I think he knows.
Okay.
He's been on the show before. He's got a handle on it. How many Emmys did you win for the character Lou Grant?
5.
And you actually played that character from 70 to what, 80?
82.
Yeah. Because he went from Mary Tyler Moore, and then I think it was 77 that you spun off to Lou Grant.
Yeah.
And that's 1977. That was the year you went on that weird liquid diet, wasn't it?
It sure was.
How much weight did you drop?
I dropped about 30 to 40 pounds.
And of course, how long?
Oh, it was a short time. It was a stupid diet.
Well, what was the reason for that?
I wanted to look like a leading man as I began Lou Grant, the hour show.
How'd that work out?
Well, it worked out okay. I looked emaciated at 180, frankly.
Is that what you got down to?
Yeah.
What did you weigh on the Mary Tyler Moore show?
Oh, I think I must have ended that at about 230.
I think you look better, heavier.
Yeah, I feel better.
More voluptuous.
And it certainly didn't help my sex.
Being fat or thin?
Thin.
Okay. I don't want to ask why.
I don't care.
I'm still vexed about the Bob Newhart stuff.
Yeah.
I saw something on TV. It was either last week or early this week. They were flashing salaries through time of what everybody made for different series. And I don't know if I got it right or not. It showed Mary Tyler Moore, and it was like $18,000 per episode.
Yeah, it was something like that.
Even with inflation, wouldn't that have been kind of low?
It wasn't high at the time, no. But then you think of the fact that I came across an old contract from Warner Brothers, and Humphrey Bogart got, I think, $37,000 for Casablanca.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Okay. So does it shock you now with people bitching and moaning that they're not getting $1.7 million for an episode?
Oh, yeah. That's if it's a hit show, that's nothing.
You were actually president of Screen Actors Guild for a while, weren't you?
I certainly was, 2 terms.
I think you mentioned one time that you said something, some BS political crap was going on, and that's what got Lou Grant canceled.
You're right.
What was going on? What were you doing as the president?
Well, it was a combination of things. Privately, I was on the board and spokesman for the medical aid to El Salvador. And that was the height of the Reagan years, and that made me a commie and a enemy of the nation.
Well, of course.
And internally, I was president, and we were pushing for an amalgam of the extras into the Screen Actors Guild, and a lot of the elitist actors and the stuntmen and the day players didn't like the idea of bringing in these tramp extras.
So how did CBS get wrapped up into this where they canceled? It was on CBS, wasn't it?
CBS, yeah.
Who was on CBS?
The cancelers of the Reagan show. What'd you say?
Well, I was trying to make sure I had the right network. So who was pissed off at CBS and yanked the show? Because it was doing well in the ratings, right?
It was doing okay. It was a prestigious show. It was winning a lot of Emmys, etc. But because we were opposing just by our.
By the way, don't pull this segment for best of. It's too slow.
Okay.
Unless he dies before the end of the interview.
In El Salvador, and providing medical aid to the poor peasants who weren't getting it from the government. We were branded as traitors, and a number of sponsors dropped out. Didn't make any difference because there were sponsors willing to take their place.
Oh, I got
sponsors like Kimberly Clark, Cadbury's, Vidal Sassoon. And there were congressmen who wanted to create a boycott of Lou Grant, so forth and so on.
You guys got anything you want to ask for? He dies.
So Bill Paley, the big hoo-ha of CBS, just didn't want that kind of controversy on his network.
So he just yanked it.
What?
So he just yanked it off?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any property in California? Are you anywhere near the fires going on out there?
No, I wasn't. No, thank God.
Because I didn't know how close to... Your office is in Hollywood, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know where your house was or anything else out there.
Yeah. Studio City, actually.
Okay. What do you think about Arnold being governor?
I don't think much of it, but I'm willing to wait and see what happens.
Is the rest of the entertainment community kind of have the same view that you have?
I think so, but I think everybody's waiting to wait and see.
All right.
How do you feel about it?
I don't care. I'm in a different state.
Oh, I know.
Well, I know that the economy of California affects the rest of the United States. So it is, even here, it is kind of important for us who the governor of California is. I just don't think Schwarzenegger's the guy for it.
Well, interestingly enough, there was so much misinformation. Business is growing in California. Our economy is ahead of the rest of the nation.
Right.
I think our unemployment is not as bad as the rest of the nation. So there was a lot of misinformation going on.
Well, there had to be something to it. I mean, for enough people to go in and recall Gray Davis.
Well, it's just that people are pissed off because, generally speaking, our economy is not in good shape.
Yeah.
So they needed a scapegoat.
Okay. We need to break
Gray
Eddie?
Davis, who is as gray as you come, was a good candidate. All those Texas companies screwed us royally on the energy thing.
Good, you had it coming.
We did?
Yeah.
Why do we have it coming?
I don't know. I haven't decided.
You're just being controversial.
Yes, I am. I'm being spunky.
Yeah. Well, you're certainly not as cute as Mary.
I understand that. All right. Eddie says we got a break here. The Elf opens today, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Rave reviews for this inadequate show, as you termed it.
Everybody so far, even though the local guys on the ABC affiliate here, everybody had great things to say about it.
Have they had what?
They all had great things to say about it.
Well, I'm delighted to hear that.
I'm sure you are. Yep. What? Go ahead,
I was
Jay.
going to say, when the pre-hype like that is good, you guys talking about Elf 2 already? Is any kind of talk like that?
Well,
he ain't going to be around for no Elf 2. What's the matter with you?
I hope Santa Claus lives that long.
Okay. Oh, he said the same thing I did. Yeah. All right. Well, good luck with everything. Thank you, sir, for the visit.
Well, you're a charmer.
Thank you. You've been very kind.
Yeah.
All right.
Take care, and it's good talking to you guys. You invigorate me.
I'm glad. I can tell. Maybe you should go sit down.
Okay.
All right, bye. Jesus. It was anybody else because I like him. I've always liked him on the Mary Tyler Moore Show. If it was anybody else, I'd have just popped off in the middle and said, don't answer the hotline if he calls back. Right.
Well, you talked to him off here from our office.
And he's always like this, and you just kind of got to get the rhythm and go with it. Yeah. And just don't expect anything that's going to come out too quick.
No. Very dry.
Yeah. Anytime when he just starts out, he goes, hey. Long pause. There ain't nothing left. I should have dumped it when he said, that's why you're a failure. That was the best part of the interview.
How old is he now?
He was born in 29. So 72, 73?
Thereabouts.
Okay.
Still working.
Yeah, if you go and look at his O'Malley pulled, I think I got it here someplace. Just all the stuff that he's done since he got into television or acting or whatever. It's like 200 or 300 different things. It's like if somebody were to hand you all of that, go here. You got 50 years to get all this done. Go. You'd look at it and go, there's not a chance.
No way.
What is this? Oh, this was a letter that my buddy Tim Powers wrote. Attorney. Because I couldn't get my other buddy Everett to write anything.
About what?
Suing the Fort Worth paper because they wrote that stuff about me.
Oh, I referred you to someone on that.
Well, that's all right. Tim Powers wrote a letter for me.
Oh, good.
To the editor over at the, Fort Worth Weekly.
Weekly, yeah.
I like the way it starts. Dear Gash.
Gets their attention right away.
Would mind. All right, do we really need to break?
Yes.
All right. I like Ed Asner. He can be on the show anytime he wants, just not during drive time. Maybe 3:30, 6:30, something like that. All right, we'll take a break. We'll be back.
This is Russ Martin. If you missed any part of this Russ Martin Show, hear a repeat on the overnight broadcast, 2 a.m. to 6 a.m. on the alternative talk station, live 105.3.
All right. I forgot to wish Ed a happy birthday. His birthday's next Saturday.
Saturday, yeah, that's right.
Because yours is what, Friday?
Friday, correct.
And you don't want anything?
No parties, no gifts. Put money in the foundation if you'd like.
Oh, no.
Why?
What if we already got you something?
Take it back.
Why?
I just don't want any gifts this year. What do I need? I don't need anything. It's a pain in the ass. You have to go out and think, oh, what does he want? Nobody wants to do that.
Well, that's only if we put thought in your gift. If we buy something obligatory, it's not going to be that big of a deal.
Don't, just put some money in the foundation. That would be great.
No cards, no cake, no fanfare next Friday?
I don't need any of that. No, I don't need any of that.
Why?
I don't know. I just
Are you not wanting to turn 47?
No, I don't care about 47. Oh, I like this. Scott Chesner from Channel 5 wishes me a happy birthday via email today. Happy 50th, big guy. First of all, he missed it by a week.
Yeah.
And 3 years.
Well, that's why he's a weekend guy.
You've got to appreciate the irony in the big guy comment.
Yeah.
You don't want to turn 47?
47's fine. I'm not having a problem with the number at all. I got to thinking about it. I think it's a pain. You're going to, go get the cake, prizes, just let it go. Say happy birthday and let it go. It's more than we did for O'Malley.
He didn't tell anybody it was his birthday. He came and went. I think we found out at the end of the show it was his birthday. We may have something planned for him.
Okay. When?
Oh, next year.
Next year, exactly.
We'll do something.
I really don't want anything done.
Good, perfect. Is this some kind of trick?
No. Why can't anything just be face value with you?
I don't know.
Some kind of trick.
It's kind of like what we were talking about before Russ came in?
Which I missed.
Well, the whole week you can just kind of be walking along, and then you walk in here and suddenly you're disoriented. Everything's just a bit off balance. And
Why?
Strange. Well, because you just never know what's going to happen. It's fun.
You really never know what's going to happen.
Anything could happen, you know.
This is the Casa Magnetica of the real world. Things go uphill that shouldn't.
Does that make me Cyrus Cosmo?
Yes.
All right.
Actually. Professor. Did you see Chris or Dirt Biz sent the web statistics for today for the people checking out the pictures of you and I?
I saw the email of some chick wanting to know where the hell the pictures were.
Yeah, I got that one too, the real ugly one. I got an ugly one and said, you guys always say you answer your email. I've asked you 3 times where those pictures are. You're a bunch of fakes.
Good.
So, no, normally we delete those because they're stupid. If it's front page of something saying click here, flashing.
Yeah. You got 2 different websites, and each one's got a great big icon in the middle about the size of your head that says click here. We thought possibly you might be able to navigate the site.
On my site, Wednesday, 28,000 and some.
Where is that?
It's
is it from Chris?
Under web stats, yeah.
All right. Go ahead. So your site, JohnDavidOrion.com on Wednesday was what?
28,938.
That was before you put up the Batman pictures.
Correct. The next day, 231,138.
Okay.
And then today, just so far, 411,032.
That can't be right.
That's a phenomenal figure. I mean, that's amazing. You think almost 500,000 hits.
Well, on a regular day, yours gets, like Wednesday before the picture war started, yours gets 445,000 plus on a regular day.
What about Thursday?
You went to 611,120. And then today, just so far, 750,000 hits, 750,000.
We got to turn these into pay sites.
Oh, yeah.
Could retire.
Yeah. That kid, he's reading something wrong. I don't see that that's possible.
He had 40,000 people just tuned in, just clicked in to see that one video that we put up of Mark Cuban's house.
Yeah. We could start doing the TV show again, like we did on when it was Fox 33. Yeah. Just put it on the web. We had the time.
We had the time.
We don't.
We have the equipment now. We don't have the time.
We have the editing equipment?
Mm-hmm. We do not, but I talked to that guy again today. Also talked to my Brian McCullough.
I just need a yes or no.
Do we have it? No.
Okay.
It's coming.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
All right. What about the guy at 39?
Brian, I talked to him today about, because they had some...
what about the guy at 39?
I talked to him about what equipment
just tell what about him?
But he emailed
Are they going to give us any equipment?
No.
Okay.
He's giving me information.
On what?
So we don't waste our money on the equipment.
Okay. So you're getting advice from the guy at Channel 39?
Correct.
That's what I was looking for.
That's what I am.
I don't think you were going to say that.
Eventually.
I think you could see it.
Where you were standing.
It was so close.
All right. Yeah, so we almost have television editing facilities.
Mm-hmm.
And the camera that you have is almost broadcast quality, isn't it?
It is. Consider the fact that you keep it digital. It really is. You can't tell it from a
Betacam. Great big TV camera. Mm-hmm. All right, we'll take this. We'll do news. When we do news last?
A little less than an hour.
All right. We need something to cleanse the whole Ed Asner thing.
Oh, great. Hand it to me.
It just sucked. I like him and I like talking to him, but it's just
I know.
so difficult.
He's elderly. The pace is a bit slower than
I don't think he's elderly. That's what I'm going to be like in 30 years.
Yeah, probably. No, kind of crusty, not really want to talk to anybody. And who was the Jed Clampett? Help me.
Buddy Epson.
Thank you.
Guy we couldn't hear.
You couldn't hear it. He was 90-something. He was more lively than that.
I think that's just his personality. Yeah. You invigorate me. Is that what he said at the end?
Big pause.
Yeah.
You invigorate me.
Go ahead, Veronica.
Dude, I don't get you. Why can you not stand to see anyone else around you happy?
I like people being happy.
Yeah, whatever. The only reason you want LA to not be with a millionaire is because you can't stand it and you're jealous.
Well, slow down. Let me point out something. He's a billionaire, and I love her.
Oh, whatever.
Slow down. There's no.
You treat her like crap.
I do not. I love her.
Dude.
I love her.
You're going to call, well, good God. You treat dog crap better than her. I mean, seriously. You don't treat somebody like that you love.
Why are you so upset? Calm down,
like,
sweetie.
Always dissing her.
I don't diss her. I love her. I love her.
The only person you love is yourself. Like, you'll spend like 30 minutes talking about your stupid eye twitch, and then you're going to say, oh, I love her. The only person you love is yourself. You are so narcissistic and just disgusting.
I screw dead people.
You're a jealous ass.
That's an effort. Wow, you're not that.
Oh.
So why?
I love her.
Why? You know, that girl is young and impressionable, and obviously she loves you.
She's a grown woman. She's 33 years old. She can make decisions on her own, and I love her.
You do not.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
You do not love her.
She has everything that I'm looking for in a woman.
Love.
No.
Yes, she does.
We've been through this. No, she doesn't.
Yes, she does.
You hate her voice. You hate the way she talks.
I changed my mind.
No, you didn't.
Pick on her all the damn time. You talk about how stupid she is.
That's the way that I show my affection.
All she is a good lay, blah, blah, blah. You don't love her. You like the poon, and you're jealous of her billionaire boyfriend. You just can't stand that somebody else might have something that you could have had, but you were too stupid and let it pass by.
I realized the mistake I made, and that I could possibly lose her forever. And now I want her to know that I love her, and I will have her. And there's nothing you can do about it.
You are so full of yourself.
Yes.
What is wrong with you? Where do you get off thinking that you are all that, man? You're so crazy.
Yes, I am.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, God, you're just the most narcissistic.
You want me?
I want you?
Yes.
Oh, no.
Yes, you do.
No.
You love to roll.
I would just as soon eat the stuff that comes out of my cat's butt as opposed to want you.
What kind of cat?
Gross. I know what it's like to be treated decently. You know what? My husband is a saint. He cleans the house.
Yes.
He cooks.
Of course.
He does all of these things.
How very fortunate.
He loves me. He sends me flowers. He got me a Vermont teddy bear. And
Really?
If you loved L.A., you would do stuff like that.
I'm going to do it because I love her. I love her, and I want her to break up with that billionaire guy. Shut up. I have nothing else for you.
You love her not to be happy.
I want her.
Not to be happy.
I want her.
Finish the sentence.
There's nothing else to the sentence. I love her.
Why did it take a billionaire coming into her life?
I realized that there was somebody better than me that might take her away.
Yes. Let him.
I don't want him to.
You don't want her in your house? Her little whiny Boston accent? Kids running around her
I
mom?
love it. I love the way that she says wicked.
No, you don't. And she's falling for that again. And she really was the other day on the phone. I can't believe what I'm hearing. I'm glad I'm sitting down.
That's because I'm sincere this time.
Absolutely.
I love
sincere.
her.
You're absolutely not sincere. You really are hurting her.
Would you believe me if I went to get a ring at the Richardson Gold this weekend?
I'll believe you the day you say I do. You bought another chick a ring one time to manipulate her.
I did not.
Yes, you did.
You are so
truthful.
So? I just wanted to see where we stood in the relationship.
You bought a ring, you knew she'd say no, and you knew you could take it back.
Okay. Look at all the points that I got. Didn't cost me a dime.
Exactly. That's called manipulation.
So?
Well, that's what you're doing in L.A.
All right, then.
You marry her, then I'll be impressed. You get your vasectomy reversed, now I'll know you love her.
I love her.
Marry her.
I will.
Ask her.
Soon.
Let's call her.
Why don't you marry Joy?
We're happy the way we are.
Mm-hmm.
We are.
Okay. You love her?
Yes, of course I love her.
Why don't you marry her?
We're happy the way we... Don't turn this on me.
I think people that love each other should marry each other.
Then why don't you call her right now?
I'm going to.
I asked, actually, Joy. Don't fall down.
The chair's right there. Sit down. Over here. Don't miss. There you go.
After a few cocktails
You what?
a few weeks ago.
And?
She said no.
No, she didn't.
Yes, she did.
You asked her to...
room is not that big.
Yeah. There's a big room.
You duck your head down.
Yeah. I want to hit the arch.
What was that?
You asked her, you said, will you marry me?
We were sitting on the porch, and I didn't get on my knee and didn't have the ring and all that, but I said, this has come up on the radio a few times, Would you want to be married to me? Would you marry me? And she said, no. Didn't even pause. She goes, no.
And nothing else.
I'm happy because I'm very happy the way things are right now. I said, seriously, it's not, and that's why I waited 3 weeks to even tell you.
Did you say I'm not going to ask again?
No.
What if she had said yes?
I knew she wouldn't. It's like that chick you asked.
Really? So you're manipulating her?
No, I'm not.
Yeah,
I was just testing the waters.
You just said by me doing that was manipulation. That's what you're doing to her. And you just told her.
I really would.
At least the chick I tried to manipulate now is dead.
Yeah.
If she
had some decorum,
she'd said yes, I'd say, well, then we need to...
we need to back off of this right there.
I need some space. Would you ever want to marry me? Yes. Well, I see we have two different viewpoints on this.
We have to agree to disagree. Anyway. Don't look at me.
Would there have been a wedding if she said yes?
Possibly at some point. It's very complicated because...
What's complicated?
Where she lives.
Do you love her?
Yes.
She can move in with you.
She's got a child to worry about.
Okay. And then you'll have a child to worry about too. How old is he?
He's 5.
Excitement galore.
He's got issues with, he's a great kid, but he's just started school, and she doesn't want to yank him out of school.
Well, he just now started. Now's the time to put him in a new place.
No.
Get him a brand new school and a habit trail.
No.
That's what I'm going to do if I ever have a kid.
A habit trail?
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's only 5. I mean, what's he in kindergarten?
Yes.
It's not as though he's in his third year of medical school.
I'm not going to get into all the specifics, but
take him, when he's done with kindergarten, then put him in the whatever the first thing they go into.
First grade.
Yes, that. Put him into that, in a school closer to your house. Now's the time to buy a house, start that family.
I'm going to look at houses this summer when my apartment deal's up.
Okay. Well, congratulations.
Nothing changing.
This is exciting.
Nothing's changed.
I'm ecstatic. You asked Joy to marry you.
She said no.
Well, she'll say yes.
She'll reconsider.
She said no.
She knows what she's got. She loves you.
I know. We love each other and we're happy the way things are.
As much as I love L.A.
Then marry. What does that mean?
I love her.
Are you going to marry her? Call her right now. I asked at least. Call her. You know what she'll say. That's the problem.
No, she won't.
Yes, she will. How much money you got? How much?
Hold on a second. I don't want to get trapped in some type of... If I ask her and she says yes, is there a contract? Is there an implied contract?
Not anymore.
Don't get me into...
I'm not. I'm telling you the truth.
Get her on the phone, Dan.
There used to be a cause of action for it, but there's not anymore.
Other than breaking her heart when you tell her you were kidding.
It's not actionable.
Good. So you're going in knowing you're lying to her. Obviously, you wouldn't have asked ever.
How about if I'd like to know everything going in before I do something.
He's covering his bases. He's being a prudent client.
Thank you.
If you ask someone to marry you and then later say, I was kidding.
That's not going to say, things happen.
What happens?
Things happen.
Like?
Huh?
You're just going to break her heart?
How about if I just ask?
Okay.
What would you say if I said?
That's kind of what I said. That's kind of the way I brought it up. I didn't bring the ring and sit on the knee and the whole thing.
You call her yet? What are you waiting on? Huh?
Did you want L.A.?
What did I just tell him?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I was on the phone.
Who are you talking to?
I don't remember the gentleman's name now.
Really? Yes, I would like L.A., please.
Okay.
Take your headphones off because I'm going to talk about you. We're going to keep him.
Stop.
He took his headphones off.
Tassos is in the office listening.
Yeah.
He'll tell him.
Okay.
Are we going to keep him? Probably.
What about Tassos?
Yes.
All right. Maybe you didn't ask Joy the right way.
Well, what is the right way?
Well, what you said was, how would you feel about it? Not, I think she said that just to protect herself. No, I don't think so.
Yeah, plus
she didn't say that. She went, she wasn't. And I wasn't trashed. We had a couple of cocktails. I'm sitting on the porch.
Your couple of cocktails are equal to 4 normal people.
I wasn't drunk. I was just sitting on the porch smoking a cigar.
Of course you were.
I was. We're just relaxing.
A fatty.
It was a very nice... No, not dope. I don't do that.
You doped up on a blunt?
No, I don't do that. Quit it, seriously.
Why?
Because people are really starting to think I do dope. Everywhere they're asking me.
Okay.
Guy asked me the other day where he could buy it. Can I go through your what is it even called?
Dealer.
Thank you.
Connection.
Yeah. I don't do that.
All right, I got it.
All right, so quit. No, and she didn't pause for a second. She didn't act. She didn't go, well, what if we, she just went, nope. Just like that.
Mm. I think if she thought you were serious, she would say yes.
Yeah, she probably didn't take you seriously because you were right in the middle of some reefer madness.
Chong Daddy want to know, baby.
No reefer madness. No.
You want to know?
Chong Daddy.
Chong Daddy. No, it was a nice cigar.
All right. She not answering? Got the voicemail? All right. What'd you tell her?
Told her that you loved her and you wanted to speak with her immediately.
All right. Perfect. You know she's going to get that and she'll call soon.
She will.
And I will say something about it.
What will you say?
I don't know if I can say the words.
Why?
I'm not ready for that. I love her.
Okay. And you want to marry her. If you love her, you should be. That's what you just told me.
I think it's a good idea to get together in a relationship and see if things are going to blossom in that direction.
Okay.
Yes, Edward?
Absolutely.
Thank you. You don't just, first of all,
what?
You don't just throw out the marriage word at a drop of a hat. I want to make sure that we're going to be together forever because when I get married, it's going to be until I'm dead, and I don't just throw that word out without any type of emotion or thought behind it.
You said if you get married, it will last 5 years and you'll get rid of the bitch. Word for word.
May I intercede?
Yeah.
We abhor you.
Yes, both of us.
I'm just quoting you. Marriage should last 5 years, then you dump the bitch.
I don't know that I can actually trust your memory.
That's what I said. That's what you said.
What'd you call him earlier?
Dopehead?
No. Chong Man?
Yeah, Chong Daddy.
Yeah, Chong Daddy.
Daddy.
We don't know that we can trust you, Chong Daddy.
I'm not a Chong Daddy. I don't know what that is, but I'm not one.
Chong Daddy.
So.
Chong Daddy want to know? We'll take this. We'll do. Do we still have time for news? Oh, good. Another rotten segment.
No, it's not.
Two crappy segments right in the middle of the 5 o'clock hour. Dandy. I wouldn't be looking for no house if I were you.
Okay.
Hi, Jennifer.
Hi.
Yes.
Excuse me?
Yes.
Yes. I'm sorry, I'm having trouble hearing you.
What do you want?
Well, I just want to bring up one little point.
Yes.
You guys say that women play games?
Yes, you do.
Do they?
Yes, you do.
Have you listened to yourselves in the past 10 minutes?
No.
Because that's exactly what you're doing.
I'm not doing anything. I've decided I love someone, and I'm going to profess my love.
Uh-huh. But, you know, I love her now because she's found someone else.
That's got nothing to do with it.
Oh, it doesn't?
No.
You always want what you can't have.
I've always wanted her. It just come to light. I've had a moment of clarity as far as my relationship goes, and I've decided I love her.
Okay. So you don't want to ask her to marry you then?
Not just yet. You don't just because you love somebody, you don't.
Fine. That's fine. You are entitled to not be ready to marry her.
All right. So how am I playing games?
You want to spend the rest because you're being goaded into saying, "Hey, I love her. Let me ask her to marry me," as long as it's not binding.
Right.
You know, and you're putting her emotions out there.
I just want to know how she feels.
I love her, and I'd like to spend the rest of my life with her.
I don't know that I want that yet, but I do love her.
Well, you know, actions speak louder than words.
Okay.
And your words right now
are very, very heartfelt.
No, they're not. Not by the way you're saying them, not as lackadaisical as you are.
Perhaps his affect is inappropriate.
Yes.
Pardon? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
I said perhaps his affect is inappropriate. Maybe his emotions don't convey his true feelings.
You are...
His true feelings are he doesn't want her near that billionaire.
One of those
I don't care about the billionaire. The billionaire's got nothing to do with it.
That's the moment that all this started. When
No,
we
it's
found out
not.
she's been flown around in helicopters, and he was making her a glass slipper and sending her flowers, things you've never done.
I've done many other things.
You've never even sent her flowers.
And all of this stuff about her and my emotions and everything, it's making me sick.
Sorry.
And as we all know, sickness is the ever-present cohort of incontinent, hairless monkey putties.
You know, what's making you sick is the fact that you know
I
was reading that the other day.
Yeah. I'm trying to work more and more of Mark Davis isms into the show. I enjoy that. Like his comment the other day that the clock is a cruel mistress.
Right.
What was the other ones we came up with? Inconvenience is the tool of the damned.
Yes.
He who has it not in his head must have it in his feet.
Yes. Anger is the companion of the speckled.
I remember that one. Especially like the fly one.
I'll save that one for the last. Everett hasn't heard that one.
Oh.
Weapons are the extension of the weak and acne.
Acne?
Acne. Inconsistency is the foreboding trait of the naughty.
That's so true.
Needlessness is an insensitive gorilla Peter. Goodness is an absent reminder of those with bloody stool. And, of course, fecal matter is the constant reminder for Dan Lewis that even flies have jobs. We'll be back.
This is Russ Martin. The 2003 Russ Martin Show police, fire, and military parade posters and DVDs are on sale now at russmartin.com.
All right. To do a legal ID, Eddie? Yes? All right. We'll do news. Let me run through these really quick. Yes, ma'am?
Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
There is no way you cannot ask this woman to marry you.
Why not?
Because it's just cruel and unusual punishment, because you really don't love her, and it's just mean, and I would know.
Why would you know?
Why would I know? Because I've been dumped on enough in my lifetime and hurt and abused, and it's just mean.
You're her a-hole figure.
I'm sorry?
Why? Are you crying?
No, why?
Oh, I don't know. You sounded really upset. I don't want you to cry.
It's just mean.
Why how many times have you been dumped?
God, probably at least 10.
Okay. What's the reason each time?
Well, I'm not saying I'm perfect, but neither are they.
Okay. But you're the last 10 relationships you've had, they've dumped you.
No.
But you've been dumped 10 times total.
Yeah.
And what are some of the reasons they throw out?
Well, usually one was because of my kid, and the other one was long-distance relationships, and a couple of times I've been a little unstable, but that was after my dad committed suicide, but that's really another thing, so that doesn't matter, but that's still mean.
Mm. How old is your kid?
15.
Mm. Hold on a second. Are we all thinking the dad suicide thing?
Yes.
Yes. Because maybe he was just out of gas?
Yeah.
All right. All right, I'm sorry.
No, that's fine.
All right.
I'm sure you were saying something. It's okay.
No, I didn't say anything.
No, literally. It's just cruel and mean to do that to somebody, and it's going to hurt her.
It is not. I love her.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No, you do not.
Yes.
Okay, maybe you might think it's love, but honestly, deep down inside, no, you don't. You're just doing it to be mean.
Why would I want to be mean to somebody I love?
Because you want to get her away from that other guy.
I don't care who she's with.
Yes, you do.
She's old enough to make any decision. You know what? Here's something you guys haven't taken into account. Okay. Is this billionaire guy obviously can outspend me, and he could say he loves her as much as I do. And when it comes all down, she's a grown woman, and she can make the decision that's going to be best for her, and I love her.
She loves her.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. Don't tell me what my emotions are. I'm not playing around with you.
No, but you're playing around with her.
So?
It's mean. My God, have some dignity for her at least. My God.
All right, here's what you want me to say. And this is what everybody's been wanting me to say for the past 2 or 3 weeks. I don't want her to be with that billionaire guy, and I don't want her to be with him so much that I'm going to act like I love her and get her to dump him, and then she'll finally be rid of him, and then I can dump her when everything's the way that I want it to be. Is that what you want me to say?
Thank you.
Okay, that's true. But I love her.
No, you don't.
Yes. And I will have her, and the billionaire will lose. Now, this is going to be a victory for all small guys. The normal, average guy, yes.
What if somebody just taped that part of the show and sends it to her?
Well, they could do that. I could say they took it out of context. And then I would play the whole thing. Which wouldn't do me any good, would it?
No.
You're a normal average guy?
Yeah.
More so than he.
Compared to a billionaire?
Well, yeah, I guess comparatively speaking, but I mean...
Helicopter pad at his house.
Oh, I'm going to get a helicopter pad.
Well, and you have 2 Batmobiles and a speed racer.
Well, I know.
You don't have any helicopters.
I don't care. I'm getting a helipad. I'm going to have them paint a great big H on my roof.
You can always act like it's just being
Your
service.
roof is pitched.
It'll hang sideways.
He doesn't have a helicopter. What does it matter?
You got a point. Difference. Yeah.
That's my next thing. I should make them paint an H on this building. Just so I can say I have a helipad.
Yeah. Couldn't land it.
Paint it onto the wall so everybody can see it.
On the wall? Let's hope you don't get a helicopter then.
All right. You can clear those last two lines off. Number 2 is obvious. I'm going to get a prenup. And no, if we got married, she wouldn't keep doing porn. No. I don't think that's in her future anyway. She's always said she wants to make enough money to be able to buy whatever business it is that she wants to have. Mm-hmm. And then that whole persona goes away.
Right. She's still going to talk the way she talks. She's still going to want to have kids, and she's still going to want mama to move in.
I understand that. I embrace it all.
You do not.
Yes, I do.
You just admitted you don't. You just don't want her to be happy.
So?
Okay.
Well, and that's not what he said. He said, I'm going to say what everyone's been wanting me to say for the next 2 to 3 weeks.
And then I said, that's the truth? He said, yes.
Well, but that's what everybody's been wanting to say for the past 2 or 3 weeks.
The truth is, that's what you've wanted to hear.
Because it's the truth.
Read into it what you will.
Never mind.
Thank you. All right. You ready for news?
You like to?
Why is it nobody wants to see me happy?
It's not about you being happy. You're not.
Why are you excited for me that I finally found somebody that I want to love?
You haven't. You haven't found anybody you want to love.
I love her.
You will, please. You just want her away from that guy, and then you're going to dump her like you did before. She's going to cry again like she did the other day. I heard her in her voice the other night. That wasn't a joke. She was very excited that you were actually saying, I've changed my mind. I really want you in my life. I really love you. She is buying it. And when she finally finds out that you were totally a liar, it's going to crush her.
So?
Okay. I think it's cruel.
So?
You got me there.
Good.
Maybe the billionaire will still be around by then.
He has every opportunity to convince her just like I do.
No, the difference is she is already in love with you.
Well, then I guess money's not going to help him, is it?
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Yeah, this one's in the bag.
The bag? The bag he's going to beat her with.
I'm not going to beat her. I love her.
You are going to beat her heart out.
I love Popeye. Sorry.
Yeah.
Russell the Goon.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yes.
Slipped out. Take this and then we'll do news. How sad is that? That's something from 35 years ago sticks in my head. I can't remember the preamble of the Constitution, but I can remember Alice Lagoon walking around going, I love Popeye.
Yeah.
It was a very touching moment in the series.
It was. I love Alice Lagoon. Yeah, Roger.
Quick question for Everett, actually, as it relates to this. So let's say you just in a bit, you go ahead, you propose, she drops the billionaire. Would LA not have a case for detrimental reliance if the billionaire leaves?
Not in this context.
Okay.
No.
Good checking. Thanks.
Thank you. Didn't work out, did it? Punk.
Well, for one thing, there are many reasons, but one is there really is no element of monetary loss.
Right.
Aside from the fact that that cause of action was overturned by case law many, many years ago.
Good.
Because so many people are doing it, it's all the fad.
Right. So I have no exposure.
Would the cause of loss be the fact that she's no longer with this billionaire who clearly could provide her a very successful and happy life?
Well, but that's speculative. Because we don't know.
You don't know what he was going to give her or how long the marriage would last.
Sure.
Okay.
Chong Daddy.
Yeah.
Not Chong Daddy.
Why don't you focus on your own life and marry and enjoy and leave me alone?
Don't you turn this on me.
I don't have to turn anything on you. You're the one that's been in a relationship much longer than I. It's time for you to act and let me work on building my relationship with L.A. You, Chong Daddy, need to marry that woman and make her a happy lady.
She's happy the way things are.
No, she's not.
I asked her.
It's the way you asked. How do you feel about getting married? She saw a setup coming. And she said no. That way she protected her and her heart. If you really loved her, you do the right thing.
I asked.
Chong Daddy?
No, I'm not a Chong Daddy. What is that?
I don't know. Came from Everett.
And what a sad testament to your relationship that her initial response to you asking her to marry you is to cover herself, to hide her emotions from you rather than embrace what most people would take as a genuine question.
Everett's right. And I'm not being facetious. Everett's right. Chong Daddy.
Quit. I'm going to start smoking dope just to know what you people are talking about.
That's right. Try and throw us off.
The bong fit.
All right. You ready for news?
If you'd like to, I have some more audio too.
Okay. Here we go. 610, J.D. Ryan is on Live, 105.3.
Thank you, Russ, and it's brought to us by Shiner Bock.
Brought to you by Shiner Light, the only light beer good enough to be approved by citizens of Shiner, Texas.
And by the big North Texas Gun Club. Eddie's going to be out there tomorrow with the permitting. Russ and the Batmobile will be there also from 11 till 1 o'clock. Big Town Exhibit Hall. That's Big Town Boulevard in Mesquite. Come on out and see him. On the same day, he bought a fishing boat that would provide his alibi when his pregnant wife vanished 2 weeks later. Scott Peterson told his mistress he was a widower, planning his first Christmas alone. Peterson, these things are coming out in the trial. Peterson was arrested driving a Mercedes convertible he bought for $3,600 in cash using his mother's name, Jacqueline Peterson. When asked about the peculiar name, he told the seller it was his name his parents had given him. In the first hours of the investigation, he denied he was having an affair. A group popularly known as the Food Police is hot on the trail of fast food restaurants, demanding the calorie counters be added to the menu of the big chain operators. The Center for Science in the Public Interest, known for its exposés on popcorn butter and Chinese food, has joined up with members of Congress to introduce a bill requiring restaurant chains to list on their menus the caloric content of their food. Like right where you see, burger for 99 cents, you're going to have all that stuff that you
like
on the label.
You're going to look at that. Nobody's going to look at that.
People won't. It's available now.
Fast food. It's available. Who gives a rat? Everybody knows that fast food is high in cholesterol, high in fat, high in calories. Who doesn't know that?
Well, the end result would be menus resembling the now familiar nutrition facts panel on packaged food labels. The labeling would include lists of calories, saturated fats, trans fats, and sodium printed on the menus and calories. Like I said, that's available now if you ask. If you see the very bottom of any menu, it says nutritional information available.
Well, it's also on everybody's website. Taco Bell, Burger King, whatever. You can break all of that down. Yeah. Nobody cares. It's eating food like that. I don't know why they're trying to force it on anybody. And when you get something biggie-sized, you're asking for it.
It's a better value.
Well, I'm sure it's a dandy value.
But it's full of...
But if you do it occasionally, that's fine. But if you're doing it every day, especially if you're right in the middle of the munchies.
Stop it. The National Restaurant Association says restaurant food isn't...
Turn the heat down on your bong. I can't hear you.
The National Restaurant Association says restaurant food isn't making people fat, the lack of exercise is. That's their comeback. When Congress this year decided to allow small business owners, doctors, lawyers, and real estate people to deduct up to $100,000 from their taxable income for the purchase of a luxury SUV, Texas car dealer Jerry Reynolds could hardly believe his good fortune. He says it's a loophole, and this weekend, this is his commercial, and this weekend we can show you how to make that big loophole big enough to drive a fleet of trucks and sport utility vehicles through. The SUV loophole, once deemed to be a quirk in the tax code, now is shaping up to be a marketing bonanza for financial planners, accountants, and auto dealers, eager to snap up commissions and drive up heavy sales for the big trucks like the Ford F-250 pickups.
I don't understand the story.
Hummers. They give you up to $100,000 deduction if you buy a vehicle that weighs more than 6,000 pounds. It's trying to get small business owners to buy more equipment and buy.
All right. So if I go out and buy a vehicle that weighs what?
Over 6,000 pounds.
All right. Then I get how much money?
This says deduct up to $100,000 from their taxable income.
It's a way of taking income that would otherwise be taxed and put it somewhere. That is your vehicle.
Well, that'd pay for the vehicle, wouldn't it?
Well, I mean, you'd have a significant tax savings.
No, it wouldn't pay for the vehicle.
No, it wouldn't pay for the vehicle.
What does an SUV run? 40, 50 grand?
The new Porsches are retail 96.
Like a Hummer H2 runs.
Well, I don't think that many people run around buying new Porsche SUVs.
I'm just saying.
And I seriously doubt it weighs more than 6,000 pounds.
Well, the new ones do. The
big ones?
Yeah, have you seen them?
Nope.
They're called the Carreras, or not Carreras, but they're brand new. They just came out.
All right.
I haven't seen them.
All right, so you buy one of these for, let's say you're buying a normal one, a GM, 40, 50 grand. You get a $100,000 tax break?
Right.
Do you have to have a business?
No, you get up to a $100,000 tax break. In other words, 100,000 or less. Put another way, if you were to spend more than $100,000 on an SUV, you would only be able to deduct up to 100,000 of it.
Oh, that's the cap.
Exactly right.
All right, so I could deduct my entire vehicle?
The cost of your vehicle.
All right, I missed that.
Let's say you go out and you...
No, I got it, 50 grand. I don't pay taxes on 50 grand.
Right.
And to get a full write-off, the vehicle is supposed to be used full-time for the business purposes. So if you only use it for 50% of the time, you only can knock off 50%.
Well, that's still 25 grand.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Huh. I wonder how much my vet weighs.
I don't know.
Depends on what you put in the trunk.
They're specifically coming out with vehicles that are just over the limit now, like they say the two-wheel drive Dodge Durango weighs 6,050 pounds. They're making them just over the edge, so you get the deduction.
The new Toyota 6,001 pound.
Go ahead.
A defendant who swore he was a changed man spit at a prosecutor as he was let out of the
Hey, that's ours. Was that here locally?
No, this was in Cheyenne, Wyoming.
Oh.
As he was let out of the courtroom to begin serving his prison sentence, the jury found Christopher Leo guilty of one charge of conspiring to deliver methamphetamine and 2 counts of delivery of a narcotic to an undercover agent. He said, I take responsibility for the fact of where I am. I'm ready to change those things. Please just give me a chance. The judge then handed him a 7 to 10 year sentence, and he spit on the assistant district attorney. Missed one, actually hit the other one. So, big loogie. Vince Neil and Bret Michaels almost traded blows during their tour last summer.
Have you guys seen recent pictures of Vince Neil?
No.
He's still the long blonde hair?
Yeah.
Keep getting fatter and fatter.
Oh, does he?
Looks like somebody fat with blonde hair. I'll think of it.
Okay.
Paul Williams.
Yeah.
Okay. Finally, Bret Michaels explained to Metal Edge magazine what happened. So the argument started actually between Ricky Rocket and...
Well, first of all, Bret Michaels would kill Vince Neil.
You'd think.
Yeah, it's all worked out.
Yeah, go ahead.
Started between Ricky Rocket and over something. To that day, they don't even know what it is. Apparently, Vince thought basically that Bret had started. So he walked up, a pushing match ensued back and forth.
All right, so they're fussing at each other back and forth.
Bodyguards, yeah, outside the bus, bodyguards. Nobody knows why anybody's fighting. There's some alcohol's involved.
Right.
Finally, they said they resolved it. Everybody calmed down. They went to the back of the bus and sat and talked for several hours, and now they're best friends.
Good.
Best buddies again. Courtney Love says she's working hard to make things normal again for her daughter, Frances Bean. Frances wants things back to normal, too. The Department of Child and Family Services, which temporarily took Frances away from her home, released a statement from her, the daughter, now saying, quote, my mommy is a good mom. I'm not scared of her. She takes really good care of me. I feel absolutely safe with her. She's always been a good mom. Courtney says, quote, I don't do a lot of school stuff. I don't drive. I get embarrassed that some of the kids' moms won't let their kids play with Frances because I'm scary.
She's scary. I still bet she kills herself in the next 6-7 months.
Well, having a daughter, one that she apparently does care about, even though she's a nut, I think will keep her holding on. Having a daughter to live for, if she loves her daughter.
All right, so why is she still doing drugs?
Good question. Because drugs are pretty strong.
That's why, I think that's why everybody does stuff for escape. Is, they don't care about themselves. It's low self-esteem. That's why I drink.
Low self-esteem is why you drink?
Yes.
I thought it was a stress reliever for you.
Okay.
Well, you say that. Say that you go home at the end of the day and you just want to try to forget about the show for a while. And one way to do that is
what I'm trying to do right now.
Forget about the show?
Ed Asner thing.
It wasn't bad. Speaking of that, Elf opens up in theaters today. Will Ferrell stars as Buddy, a human raised in the North Pole to be an elf. After wreaking havoc in the elf community due to his size, Buddy heads to New York City to find his place in the world and track down his real father. Cut number 1 up there. Will Ferrell says some scenes in Elf came about at the spur of a moment.
There's a scene in the movie where I'm, during that kind of New York montage where I'm riding on the back of the New York City fire truck, and that literally came out of a fire truck was parked next to us, and we asked the guys, would you mind if Will got on the back? They're like, great, don't tell anyone. And and so we try to take advantage of any time we could think of something like that.
They're out of control.
Yeah, they're wacky.
I'm telling you, looking at everything, this movie looks like it's got every possible quality of suck written all over it, and every review I've seen on it is called it a new holiday classic.
Well, there's a fine line. I mean, truly, because you run the risk of just being smarmy with a movie like that. It's hard to pull it off, I think.
All right. And number 2 is Bob Newhart, who plays Papa Elf. He says Elf is a Christmas movie people will want to watch every year.
I think the other cast members felt the way I did. I think we knew we were making something that was
kind of special and going to last, and we were all going to be very proud of being associated with it. And I think that's going to be true. It really is I think it's a perennial. I think it's a miracle on 34th Street, kind of.
A scene out of the movie is in which Buddy, which is Will Ferrell, exhibits an unusual taste in food while having dinner with his parents.
So where were you for the last 30 years?
The North Pole.
Can you pass the maple syrup, please?
I didn't put... It's spaghetti.
You know what? I think I have something. Yes.
You like sugar, huh?
Is there sugar in syrup?
Yes.
Then yes. We elves try to stick to the 4 main food groups.
Here it comes.
Candy.
Yep.
Candy canes.
Yep.
Candy corns.
It is.
And syrup.
Wow.
Elf is in
now,
theaters.
does that sound like it's going to be...
No.
A classic.
Miracle on 34th Street-ish.
All right.
That's it. There's news and information brought to us by the Firewater Grill. I'll see you there tonight. West Technology Boulevard. I'll be there 9 to 11. I'm J.D. Ryan, live 105.3.
This is Russ Martin. Here are the rules for calling the Russ Martin Show. Do not call and ask for phone numbers or websites. Do not call with a joke you saw in a movie, on TV, on a bumper sticker, on the internet, or you heard in the 8th grade. Do not call and ask for advertisers' phone numbers. Call information and ask them. Do turn your radio down. Do get to the point. Practice in front of a mirror before calling. Do not waste time telling Russ your name. He's far too important and busy. He won't remember it anyway. If you understand these rules, call Russ now at 214-787-1053.
All right. What are you playing?
Rock and roll Jeopardy.
I mean, what do we got? Category?
60s, 70s, and actually 60s all through early 90s.
Okay. What?
O'Malley's jumping them down.
Yeah, I see.
Trying to get your attention.
Yeah, I see that. I can't tell what you're saying.
What is it?
I don't know.
What is it?
Perhaps he's hungry.
Take the call.
What?
What is it? Turn his mic on.
I don't want to.
Why?
I'm busy.
Why?
Busy.
What is it? Mouth it.
I think Everett's right. Are you hungry? What is it, boys? Is it fire?
He says it's the hotline.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
Oh, it's L.A. He just did the fingers. Well, that's why you're not going to take it. Take the call.
What?
Take the call. You coward.
Now's the time.
Oh, you knew what it was all on, wiener.
Hi, sweetie.
Hi, honey. You are being so ratted out. Are you building something for me?
Why am I? Who's ratting me out?
I can't resolve. I can't do that. I can't give you my resources.
All right, well, what are they telling you?
What are you building?
I'm not building any. What do you mean, what am I building?
What are you going to build?
Oh, I know what you're going to build.
What?
Something about her mother.
Oh, a house for her mother?
Oh, you building that too?
What did they tell you?
I can't tell you. You tell me.
I don't know what you think you know.
Oh, I already know what you know.
Well, what is it?
I wake up from a nap.
Yeah?
Nice and comfy, cozy.
Okay.
To be hearing this.
I don't know what it is that you heard.
Are you building something?
No.
Come on, honey.
I'm not. What would I be building? Hang on. I'm having a fence built.
Uh-huh.
That's
so
it?
What you haven't built for me?
Does anybody know what she's talking about?
No clue.
No, I don't know what she's talking
Sweetie,
about.
we really don't know what you're talking about.
The helicopter pad?
Oh.
Oh.
I'm just getting one of those.
Oh, you're just going to get it just for the hell of it?
Yeah. But that's not for you.
You liar.
I'm not.
Why, so you can pick up chicks?
No.
Then why?
When are you coming to town?
Soon.
Well, when soon?
I don't know yet. I have a meeting on Monday.
A meeting with who?
Cybertech.
Who?
Cybertech, the people that are building my website.
Okay.
They'll be done in a month. So.
All right. How long before, have you talked to the billionaire guy?
Why, you going to do scenes with me?
Yes.
You going to do a scene with me for my website?
Sure.
You would not.
Yes, I would. I've been working out.
I know you look good, too, huh?
I don't want my doolally hanging out. You'll have to keep it in your face.
No, that's going to come out.
I don't want them to see it.
No, it's going to come out.
Well, it could come out, but I don't want anybody to see it.
Oh, and this is the thing, too, on my website, right?
Yeah?
They're going to be following me around, like, on a lot of things.
Right.
A lot of events and stuff, and I get to interview a lot of people.
Well, that'll be fun. I have to go now.
I want to interview you.
Okay.
Can I interview you?
Absolutely.
Okay, and you'll answer all my questions and stuff like that.
Yes.
Russ has a question for you.
So cool.
Russ, L.A.?
Huh?
It's J.D. Hi.
Hi.
Russ has a question for you, speaking of interviews.
Uh-oh. What's that? Are you there?
Yeah.
What do you have to ask me?
What time is it?
No.
That wasn't it.
That wasn't it.
Do you have to ask me something?
Yes, he does.
What does he want to ask me?
How would you feel?
What?
Yeah, it is. How would you feel about peace in the Middle East?
Not the question. He was just saying a while ago he had a question he wanted to ask you.
What did you want to ask me?
What?
I don't know that. I don't know this part.
All right, let me ask you this. What would you say? I'm just throwing this out hypothetically. What would you say?
Hypothetically.
Right. What would you say if I talked about us getting married?
Really?
Yes.
Are you serious?
Yes, I really want to know what you think.
Well, geez, this is something I wanted for a while ago. Remember?
I know that. Well, yeah, I know we've had this conversation.
Yeah. Well, I only have like one movie to do. So, and then I'm really going to be blowing the website up. So that's what I'm really going to concentrate on. So that way it gives me a lot of time off.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm pretty psyched about it.
So you want to focus? You'd like to focus on your career and the website for a little bit longer.
No, the website basically. The career is like I do a lot of I host a lot of award shows and stuff like that.
Right.
Which enables me to be able to back off a little bit.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
From being on the road as well as the signings for Metro and stuff like that.
Well, I have to go.
And so I'm pretty much psyched about it. So things it's slowing down as far as being on the road a little bit more. So I'm really psyched about it.
All right. So the answer is no then.
And how soon would you be thinking about this?
I just wanted to throw.
Hypothetically speaking.
Yes, hypothetically. How would you? I just want to know what your thoughts are on it.
My thoughts would be is to get to know you better.
Yes.
A lot better.
Yes. And in the process of this soul searching thing,
I need more than just sitting there on the couch.
Right. I'll get you some stuff. Right.
And someone to shoot the crap with.
I understand. I'll get you some stuff.
No, I don't need toys, honey.
Well, and we'll go do things.
I need a person, a real life person.
Yes.
To hang out with and have fun with.
Right. And as we're doing this, you would break up with the billionaire guy, right?
Actually, I haven't gotten a chance to even speak with him in a week or so.
Okay. So that thing sounds like it's on the downside anyway.
I don't know. I don't know where it's going.
How do you feel about him?
I feel the same way that I had told you before. It's so hard for me to have a relationship. It's extremely hard.
Right.
And it sucks because it's like everyone thinks that I live this big, huge, glamorous life, but it is sometimes and it's not. But then the things that I want, I can't have. And it's been like this for 9 years.
Right.
You know how it is.
Yes, I do. So are you going to break up with him? I can't mentally commit to anything that's going on Now or in the future, if you have some kind of pending relationship with a billionaire.
Well, you can't eat anyways if I'm still in the business, correct?
Right. But you're about to get out of that, right?
Yes. Well,
let's set our priorities. First, we break up with the billionaire guy, and then we look at the rest of our lives.
Why is that a priority?
Because that's the way things go.
Oh.
You don't. I'm not gonna compete for her affection.
Okay.
Well,
so if somebody else is in the picture, this is not a group sex scene. I'm not going to be in a scene with some other guy. It's either just me and her, or it's nothing. And if this billionaire guy's in the picture, then I'm out of the picture, and I'll be gone forever.
Okay, honey, listen.
Forever.
Having things don't mean nothing to me because I don't have my own things.
Okay.
If someone had a helicopter or a jet and stuff like that, it does not matter. Those things get old. Remember I was talking to you about that before?
Mm-hmm.
It's like having a mansion. Like your beautiful house is just beautiful, okay?
Okay.
But you get used to it.
Right.
You know, and then after the novelty's over, then what do you guys?
So you'll be breaking up with him when?
You with that person.
Yes.
And that's the most important thing.
Why don't we call him now and tell him that it's over? Why don't we do that?
No.
Why not?
Because I'm not that cruel like you.
Do you love him?
You've been cruel to me.
Do you love him?
Do I love him?
Yes.
I care for him a great deal.
Do you love him?
I care for him a great deal.
All right, so that's a no. Has he said he loves you?
He cares for me a great deal.
All right, so he hasn't. Neither one of you said I love you.
We both care for each other a great deal.
All right, but you haven't used those words.
Would you stop prying into my personal life?
I'm just saying. Do you love him?
I don't want to answer that question.
Have you said, do you love him? I need to know, do you love him? This relationship needs to come to an end, and it needs to stop now, or I'm going away, and my marriage offer goes with it. You call and tell him to get lost.
You know, why does all of this have to come up like right now?
I don't know.
You have no clue?
Where is he right now? Let's call and tell him that you don't love him.
He's in Dallas.
Oh, he is?
Yes.
Well, then let's call him.
Oh, no, he's like around Fort Worth somewhere.
Okay, well, then there's certainly no reason for me to, or no way for me to get a hold of him.
He might be listening.
Yeah.
He can't listen, right?
He can do whatever he wants.
Can you hear from Fort Worth?
Yeah. We stopped at Arlington. Now it goes all the way.
Oh, so you stopped at Fort Worth.
Yes.
What do you call it? You can tell I just woke up.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, we can't.
Shut up.
All right, so when are you going to call him?
Stop pressuring me.
All right, fine. I tell you what. Let me tell you this. When you decide that you want me and a life with me, you let me know. Until then, I got to go. I just like for you to remember that I love you.
Are you serious?
Yes.
All right, we'll see.
I can't continue on with this little masquerade until you get rid of Billionaire Boy.
Well, it's not like you're dying over there.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
My heart is broken.
Huh?
What? Call Billionaire Boy. Let me know when you've broken up with Billionaire Boy, and then we'll continue on. But until then, I can make no commitments. I want him gone.
It doesn't matter whether someone's a thousandaire or a billionaire.
I don't want him around, and I don't want him buying anything else for you anymore, and I don't want you riding in helicopters, and I don't want you going on some private island. I want it over, and I want it today. I have to go. I have a silly music game to play.
Okay, bye.
All right. So you don't want to get married?
Not put that way.
What?
Well, she's still protecting herself.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm working my way in.
Mm-hmm. As soon as you get in and he gets out, you're going to drop her. So?
That's a separate issue, JD.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
I got an idea. You mind your own business.
Well, you don't want to really talk about that, aren't you?
I am.
You're always in my business.
So?
Well. So? I got no comeback for that.
I don't have time to argue with you.
I understand.
All right. Do we still have time to play?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Is that Johnny? All right. Let's make this quick, and then we'll do rock and roll Jeopardy. Hi, Johnny.
Hey, Russ.
What do we have? You want to talk?
I was going to be getting a wedding invitation.
Could be very soon, as soon as she dumps the billionaire guy.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Might not be too soon.
What, you want to talk about the Cabernet thing?
Yeah.
All right,
Sunday. You're going to be there, right?
What's the time?
3 to 6 p.m. at the Weston Galleria.
Okay.
Canines, Cats, and Cabernet, our 11th annual wine tasting and auction. Great event.
Okay, it's at the Weston this year. I'm sorry.
Weston this year, yeah. First time at the Weston.
Last year was on the other side of the 635. Okay, perfect.
But don't confuse people.
I won't. All right, Weston Hotel, Galleria 635 at the Tollway.
Right, 3 to 6 p.m. Wonderful event.
Okay. What's it cost to get in?
$55.
Okay, and then you can
pay at the door.
Drink, sample wines all afternoon.
Fabulous wine, some great food, and super auction items.
It's a great place to go get plowed.
Yeah, sounds
it
like
is.
it.
Well, I mean, they have all the
different. Had a good time, as I recall.
Yeah, it's lost $2 or $3 grand. But JD, since you're big into wines, this would be a perfect thing for you.
Yeah, all y'all. We've got y'all down on the list at the door, so we're hoping you'll come.
Who all is who?
I've got a list at the door. I mean, my name will be at the door.
Yeah.
Oh,
all right. See there, we're covered.
Cool.
Okay. All the information's on the website.
Absolutely.
OperationKindness.org. What else?
That's about it.
Okay.
Still lots of great animals to adopt. We got 2 beautiful little 8-week-old golden retriever mixed puppies. They're just beautiful, boy and girl.
Mm-hmm.
And lots of little small dogs, little Yorkie and a Boston Terrier, and just a bunch of great animals in here.
Okay. All right. Well, then I will see you Sunday.
Cool. All right.
Thank you.
Thanks. See ya.
All right,
Bye.
Johnny. Johnny England, Executive Director for Operation Kindness and No Kill Animal Shelter. Stop it with a face. I love her.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
You're hurting her, and you really are. And
I am not.
It's not a radio thing. You really are hurting her. You really are.
So?
You got me there.
I don't tell you. You know what? You're not going to do anything with Joy. Why don't you focus on that? Leave me alone. You're breaking her heart.
I'm not breaking her heart.
Yes, you are. And I haven't been with Joy. I haven't been with L.A. for 3 years.
You only want L.A. because she has somebody else.
So.
I just wish you'd tell her that.
What?
That I only want you because you have someone else.
She won't believe it.
Yes, if you said it, she'd believe it.
No, she won't. She'll think it's a radio bit because it sounds so absurd.
Call her off the air and tell her.
Okay. All right. You ready, Eddie?
Yes.
We'll do a few of these and we'll break and we'll come back and we'll finish it up.
Okay.
All right. Here we go.
It's time to play Rock and Roll Jeopardy! And here's your host, Russ Martin.
So? All right. O'Malley's got 4 people lined up on the phone. We'll be playing for them. What could they win, John?
They could get 12 months bronze level web hosting from VertBiz.com, the official web host of Live 105.3 and the Russ Martin Show. Also, get all-you-can-eat stone crab for 2 at True Luck Seafood Steak and Crab. That's a $90 value. And a Dr. Pepper t-shirt.
All right. Here we go. Oh, the stone crab thing?
Yeah.
That reminds me. Yeah, Tassos was talking about last night.
Yeah.
I took some chick to True Lux.
True Lux, right.
Spent $80.
Yes.
This chick named Amy sent me an email today. Russ, since you're such a big advocate on people paying money back, can you remind Tassos that although it's nice to hear that he can blow $80 on a date, he still owes me $200. I loaned him... What? He still owes me $200. I loaned him that a couple of months ago. I have asked nicely for it back and even explained my situation that my ex hasn't been paying his child support, but all I get from Tassos is that he has stuff going on in his real life. Well, far be it from me to stand in the way of the man trying to get laid by taking chicks out while I explain to my kid why I can't pay for her school trip because her daddy. She's throwing too many things in here at once. She's not saying Tassos is the daddy.
Gotcha.
That would be absurd.
Not to mention painful.
Yeah. Anyway, I took the nice route, but now I am pissed. I know you don't know me and probably don't care. I just figured I would give you another reason to hassle Tassos and get something off my chest. Thanks, Amy. You know anything about this, Dan?
That is news to me. I have no idea.
I wonder why anybody would loan him $200.
Because she probably liked him and had it at the time.
He looks honest.
Tassos?
Yeah.
He's Greek. Supposed to be a lot of honesty and, moral fortitude.
It's not what I always heard about Greeks.
What did you hear?
Greeks. Romans.
Oh, okay.
Countrymen.
Yeah. Oil.
Gotcha.
Greased up.
I got you.
Cold sex.
Never heard that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they were into that.
They're big on that.
Okay.
That's why they're big into olive oil.
I didn't know.
What?
I didn't know.
I'll ask him about this during the break. All right. What did you say the realm ran, Eddie?
It's actually from the late 60s to the very early 90s.
Okay. Check the buzzers, Dan. JD. E. And mine. All right, here we go. Let the first one float.
JD.
What is Sheena Easton and Morning Train?
Correct. Russ.
What is Journey Separate Ways?
Incorrect. JD.
What is Journey Faithfully?
Correct.
Everett. What is AC/DC Shoot the Thrill?
Correct. Russ.
What are the Bee Gees Staying Alive?
Correct. Russ.
What is, Bad Medicine by Bon Jovi?
Correct. Russ.
What is, Fortunate Son by CCR?
Correct. Everett.
What is Foreigner Waiting?
Incorrect. Russ.
What is Foreigner, want to know what, love is?
Incorrect. Dan. What is Waiting for a Girl Like You? Journey? Foreigner?
Damn it.
JD.
What is Foreigner Waiting for a Girl Like You?
Correct.
The committee has spoken.
Yeah.
Russ.
What is Casey and the Sunshine Band? I'm your boogeyman.
Correct.
What number is this, Chip?
7X.
Okay, don't get excited, man. It's because I'm short, I know.
Russ.
What is the Monkees? Daydream Believer?
Correct. Everett.
What is Pete Townsend, Rough Boys?
Correct. Russ.
What is Robert Palmer, Addicted to Love?
Incorrect.
The other one.
Everett.
What is Robert Palmer? The other one.
Dan. What is Robert Palmer? Simply Irresistible. Correct. Everett.
What are the Cars? My Best Friend's Girl.
Correct. Everett.
What is Alice in Chains? Hell, I can never think of
Russ.
What is Alice in Chains? Them Bones?
Correct. Russ.
What is Van Halen? Why Can't This Be Love?
Correct.
JD.
Rosario Speedwagon, Keep on Loving You.
Correct.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing.
What is Warrant, Cherry Pie?
Correct.
Told myself I'd get by without love. Drowning my sorrows, avoiding tomorrows. Kinda felt that I just had enough. You light up my face,
Another singer.
jokes and your smiles, and the way that you came every night. Don't know what you got, but I'm sure glad I found you. Could be wrong, but it sure feels right.
JD. Is it Dan Hartman? Here I am, back on my feet again?
Incorrect.
Damn.
Everett, what is Rick Springfield back on my feet again?
Incorrect.
It's a group.
Oh, another group.
Yeah. Who was it?
The Babies. Russ.
What did Blondie call me?
Correct.
God. One note.
Are we halfway through?
A little bit more than half.
How many we got left?
10.
All right. Why don't we take a break here and we'll load me up a bumper with That's Not Dry. Take a break and we'll come back and finish it.
Russ.
What is April Wine Roller?
Credit for that?
I can't.
No. This is Russ Martin.
It's in the studio email. Russ, I really do think that you love L.A. and you know what you are doing. It's a part of the teasing part of radio. I am going to radio school to be on the radio, and they teach us ways to do exactly what you're doing. It's called a tease in radio. You're great at it. Love, Lucas and Canton. See you next Monday. First Monday. Gotcha. Part of I'm going to radio school. What radio schools are left?
In Canton.
You might be driving in. There's one in Arlington.
What is it?
I don't even know the name of it.
All right.
Well, I think Columbia's gone.
All right. Ready, Eddie?
Yes, I am.
All right. Hang on.
Nice tease there to keep people through the commercials.
What?
More Rock and Roll Jeopardy coming up. You're good at it.
That wasn't what he was talking about.
Tease, radio tease. You're very good at it. Well, you are, but you don't know.
It's a part of the teasing part of radio. I'm going to radio school to be on the radio. All right. How many we got? Oh, what's the score, John?
Right now, let's see here. Everett's got -1. Dan has 1. I have 3. You have 6.
Okay. All right, Eddie, go ahead. Do I have the wrong one?
No, there it goes.
What are the cars you might think?
Correct. Russ.
What is Ohio by Crosby, Stills, and Nash? And Young.
Yes. Russ.
What is Hall & Oates? You make my dreams come true.
Correct.
What is a fine young cannibal's good thing?
Correct. Russ.
What is You by Candlebox?
Correct.
It's for you.
Russ.
What is Future So Bright I Gotta Wear the Shades by Tim Buck? 2?
One more. JD.
What is The Future So Bright You Gotta Wear Shades by Tim Buck? 3.
Correct. Everett.
What are the police driven to tears?
Correct.
Everett. What are the Scorpions? Rhythm of Love.
What is Lonely as the Night by Billy Squire?
Correct. Russ.
What is Whip It by Whip It Good by the Brothers Johnson?
What is
Everett.
What is not Whip It? You shine your ever loving.
Wait, I'm not done yet.
JD.
What is Whip It by the Daz Band?
Correct.
Everett. What is White Snake? They were a good band, you know.
David Coverdale.
Yeah.
Tawny Katane. David.
God, that was so great. John Sykes on guitar.
Yeah. I can't help you stall anymore.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Keep on pushing, babe, like I've never known.
Whitesnake. Pretty clear on that.
Dan, what is Whitesnake, Slow and Easy?
Correct. Yeah, that was it.
This is the last one.
All right. This is sad.
Yes. They have a lot of songs. Sounds good.
Def Leppard, I can't think of which one it is, though.
Yeah.
You make love when you make love. Do you look in your mirror? Who do you think?
What is it?
Love Bites.
Oh, all right. What's the score, John?
Final score. Let's see. Everett ended up with -1. Dan had 2. I had 5. You had 10.
Tell Carl what he's got.
Carl has got 12 months bronze level web hosting service from VertBiz.com, the official web host of Live 105.3 and the Russ Martin Show. Also, all you can eat stone crab for 2. It's Reluxe Seafood Steak and Crab, $90 value. It's stone crab season every Monday night. All you can eat stone crab and a Dr. Pepper t-shirt.
All right. We got the plugs because we're done.
I do. All right, for more information about the Russ Martin Show, to email us individually, go to russmartin.com to get answers to any questions you may ever have, including links, audio, whatever it is. Don't email us. Go to russmartin.info. Instant email during the show is studio@russmartin.com. Other show sites are johndavidryan.com, eddboyd.com, danantassos.com, gaillightfoot.com. For information on Craig Ludwig's charity ride, go to theluddy.com. For law issues, contact Everett Newton at dallasattorney.com, or you can call him at 214-823-LAWS. Limousine service provided by Ultimate Limousines. Contact George at limogeorge.com. To make a donation or adopt a pet, it's operationkindness.org or 972-418-PAUSE. And everything else is at live1053.com.
All right. See you guys Monday.
See you. Bye.